Hello, and welcome to the Curse at Ravenspire live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Doug Kapoff. With me are our players, Ethan, playing Rivers, the human fighter. Drew, playing Lysander, the elven bard warlock. Kevin, playing Casimir, the Dampier sorcerer. Pat, playing Roderick, the human barbarian. Darren, playing Calsolus, the tiefling rogue cleric. And Jeff, playing Zora, the reborn ranger. This is the When Bards Attack podcast. All right, welcome back to... Oh my gosh, that's not working. Oh my gosh, what happened? Well, welcome back to When Bards Attack. I have completely broken the cameras here tonight. That's great. But welcome back to Curse at Ravenspire. Let me figure out what the heck just happened here. There we go. There's everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
It's been a minute. I think my microphone is working this time, so that's a step in the right direction. Alright, let me just fix something real quick before we get started. The little cameras were a little broken today. I had no time to prep. There we go. Now everybody's in frame. How's everybody doing this evening?
Doing good.
Good.
Doing good. Did you say... Thank you. Did you say long rest, Doug?
Yeah.
Yes, long rest.
Can take a long rest.
Oh, yeah.
So we get ready to pick it up. We are starting episode... What is this? Episode number... Hang on. Oh, I named it already. What are we on? It's been a minute. I don't know. Episode
29.
29. There you go.
Damn.
Very good. 29 episodes in, 1 year of game time as we pick things back up. We have a little technical issue I am working on. We'll get started in just a moment. Let me... User management. You need me to reset your password, Jeff. Let me do that right now.
Do we have a title for this episode?
No, I don't. Because I don't know what's going to happen.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
That means it's in our hands.
All right, Jeff.
The title for this episode, dude.
I've reset it to what I said at the beginning. Here, I'll put it in
The Betrayal of Von Richten.
Passwords in the chat, Jeff. All right. While Jeff's getting logged in, I'm going to kick off the recap and get us going. So sorry for the tech issues this evening. All right. Last time on the Curse at Ravenspire, our Strahd playthrough, our heroes killing Fiona Wachter once and for all and ending the ritual to bring Asmodeus's spirit and essence into the land of Barovia. You guys made it back to the home of the Baron, looking for the Tome of Strahd, one of the relics you've been sent after by Madame Ava. You found that the home had been ransacked, and outside of it, just finishing their search, was one of Strahd's brides. You know he's been married 3 times, I believe you were told when you first entered. That was a year ago. And they had just ransacked it along with a vampire dragonborn named Gendrick, her champion. You fought and ultimately came to a stalemate. Darren Calsolus convinced them to leave, to drop the book and leave, and they did, ending the encounter with many injured and close to death. It was probably the right call. Unfortunately, that means you've left yet another enemy on the board.
Strahd will probably kill them.
Maybe. With Gandrick and his bride gone, you now have the Tome of Strahd, this book that Van Richten believes holds the secrets to potentially breaking the curse. And so where we left off, you all had decided to take a long rest inside the Baron's home, kind of walling up there and discussing your next moves. There was discussions about, just kind of recapping the open items, gathering allies. You know that one of the cards spoke of a werewolf, potentially, that could be an ally. You know there is a mad wizard across the lake. You know that the ritual that created Strahd occurred in a place called the Amber Temple, and you generally know where that is. You know that Van Richten pretty much kind of alluded to this, that there is still one missing item from the cards, an ancient relic that could be used to further hurt, injure, or depower Strahd, and he suggested that that should be a priority before any direct action against Strahd is taken. You believe that to be in Kresik, where the card was a fallen angel, and you know that the Abbot there is some sort of a celestial. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle is I just totally lost is Casimir. Yeah, sure it is.
That is the last and biggest piece.
This is the twist for tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Can that be the title of tonight's episode? The Twist.
The return of Casimir.
Yes, I'm back. All right, Doug, where am I? Tell me where Casimir is now.
Not here.
Is he alive?
Not
Killed
here.
him. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I'm going to finish my recap now.
Okay, all right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Casimir's a wily one.
He is a wily one. And finally, I totally lost my train of thought. Thank you, Kevin. Wow. I think... you also found that there is a teleportation circle inside the Baron's home that leads directly into Castle Ravenloft. However, it is currently not working. It's more of a, I believe we call it a toaster oven at current. So, those are all the things that are happening. We're going to pick it up late that night, before you guys technically take your long rest, as you guys decide and need to make a final decision on your next moves. The 5 of you, plus Van Richten, who is still very injured. He is mobile now. Does have broken limbs, broken leg that's been splinted, broken ribs. He is heavily injured, but the 6 of you are sitting around a table. There is a candle lit. The book is on the table. I turn it back to you all.
Weren't we gonna fix the transportation circle and just put all the alchemy fire stuff in it, and then just send it to?
We did talk about that.
Yeah.
We did talk about that.
I like that idea.
I do believe we said we were going to Kresik.
It's true. We did say that.
I believe was our what was our final decision, I believe.
Yeah, I thought we had talked about Kresik up towards the wizard, and then
I don't remember ever saying anything about the wizard. We definitely talked about Kresik.
I want to do all of the side quests.
I don't know that that's even a side quest. That's
100% or bust.
What if the wizard and the werewolf are the same person? Have you all ever thought about that?
There's only one way to find out.
That would be sick.
You guys had pretty much decided. Oh, and as a reminder, Van Richten did ask about a Tatiana, if you could just find her. Without saying that you had found her, you had asked, well, what are you going to do with her, or why are you looking for her? And he said he wants to murder her, because that is why, that is what's holding Strahd here that if he gets her, he will probably try to move to finish whatever ritual he is working on. So that was his thought, and it sounded like everyone was against just murdering this poor girl. But that is also a note as you think about your next moves as a reminder.
Right.
And you are in Vallaki. I have brought the map up. You guys did say, Krezik, if you want to talk or RP anything else out, or we can jump to the next morning if there's nothing else, but I wanted to have an opportunity for you all to discuss your next moves. Krezik will take the better part of a day. You'll probably, if you leave early in the morning, you would get there late in that evening, or even at night, just because of how you're going up the side of the mountain, basically. So it'll take a little bit more time, but it'll take you about a day.
You still got the speedy cart, though, right?
You do have the speedy card?
Help get down something. Sweet.
Yo, I was actually thinking about this the other day. Thinking about playing. What do you guys think that if we rode the magical carriage fast enough and just rode it straight into Lake Zarevich, that it would just go across the top of the water?
No.
Fuck.
We could caulk the wagon and float across.
Yeah, I don't know. Just was kind of passing thought while I was running.
No.
Disregard.
Sorry, for a minute there, I thought it was a wizard, not a fighter.
Yeah.
I do have access to a spell that would allow us all to walk across the water, but I don't know that would count for the cart.
Still,
Put on
that
the
would
horses
be
on the cart.
pretty badass, though.
This is a funny conversation only because when I was reading with Olive before I sat down, we read about the basilisk lizard, which is the one that walks on water. So that's kind of funny. I think it's actually a good idea now that we brought it up, though.
Just brainstorming.
Okay.
I thought you were reading your daughter like mythology, not like boring science texts.
No, it's her pick. It's the world's most ridiculous animals.
All right.
Well, is there
Unless somebody
any...
has other thoughts, I say we head to Krezik.
Yeah, I'm down. Sleepy time. Go to Krezik.
So
Good.
the last time that we went west, Fiona died. I'm sorry, not Fiona.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Fiona
Got
also
bit.
died when we went west, too, so that's still a true statement.
Yeah.
True, but I don't think that Fiona's was Stroud's doing. I do, however, think that Esmeralda was for sure. Yeah. I still think he's a jerk like that. And as soon as we turn back and go the opposite direction, instead of heading east, like he said, when there was something along the lines of, so long as you're heading east, you'll have my protection or something like that.
Sure, but we're not, unless we're just going to do what he says, we can't worry about
No,
that.
we just go all the way to the edge of the map and then wrap back in at the other side.
It's not Mario Bros.
Yeah.
Okay.
This Earth is flat, dude. You can't do that.
This is
You'll
really
fall off
actually.
the edge.
This really is. Barovia is as flat as it gets because there is an end.
Flat Earth, man.
Oh shit.
We cannot hide from Strahd, and we cannot fall into his clutches. We should head west. I agree, Van Richten would say. The sooner we get to Krezik, the safer we'll be. The abbot there is powerful. Yes, Strahd has left that town alone. It should at least buy us time to spend some time with this book, researching, reading. We need to understand what it can tell us. We need time for that. So I agree, we should head west.
Let's roll out.
Okay.
Roll out.
What does, unless there's anything else, what does nighttime look like here?
What does what
Like a
time?
cup of cocoa.
Anybody taking
maybe-
any kind of watches, or everybody just gonna sleep? What does this look like?
Are there many looters?
Are you talking about before we go? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What?
Yes,
It's still night.
Oh,
if you're gonna take your
I
long
thought
rest.
I thought it was the next morning. I thought we were
No.
done. I thought we were next morning going.
No. No, you did your ritual. You got the night drink, and then you guys were discussing next moves. So if there's, I'm going to let you take your long rest. I'm going to tell you nothing's really happening, but just for color perspective, I mean, this is a safe night. You feel pretty safe. What does rest look like in Vallaki?
Sure,
I'll
we
take
all
first
have
watch.
to sleep. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we all have to sleep. So
Just gonna chance it. Are you all sleeping in the same room?
well, we have to for the spell to work.
Oh, okay. So you guys just sort of frame up a little camping room somewhere in the main part of the house and off to bed.
Yeah, I want to do one thing before I go to bed.
Please do.
I'm gonna go into like a little, I'll be right back. Take a little sidewalk, around the house maybe. But I want to pull out the sun sword hilt.
Okay.
And when I was outside and I ignited it before, that was really the first time that I had that it really kind of spoke to me or gave me directive, wasn't it? I mean, I know that so I want to take a moment and look at the hilt and basically ask it what I know it wants to kill vampires, but what do you want? Try to get a layer deeper than that if it would give me anything.
All right. So you find a quiet room kind of off to the side and
really study it, look at the designs on the hilt and think about it.
The hilt is beautiful. You can tell it was made with care and by a master. This was once a blade, and I believe you had heard it was once the blade was made of crystal at one point. You can tell this was a very well-made sword. And as you sit and look at it, you sense there's a presence there. It's the first time you've really listened for it. You can feel it. It's just like a buzz in the back of your mind, but you can feel like you're not alone. And the longer you stare at it, as you look up in the darkness, this little quiet room, you see a figure appear in a chair across from you. It's a man.
Damn, fuck.
It's a man. Looks to be in his 40s. Short hair, military style, kind of like really cropped, shaved hair. Just see the ends of it. He's wearing beautiful silver and purple armor. Purple embellishments and gold embellishments with a silver plate. Long black cape. And you see he's just sitting at a chair across from you. When you look up, you see him there.
Okay. Look at him, and, I'm holding the hilt in front of me, and I look at him and I say, "Are you the blade? Or are you its maker?"
You hear this sort of ghostly voice respond. It sounds like he's far away. I was once this blade's master, Sergei von Zarevich. You recognize that name? That is Strahd's brother. You know.
Yeah, and I know what happened to him, right?
Right. Yes, he was. Recapping, he was, from what you've been told, sacrificed, killed by Strahd. It's part of the final pact.
Okay, I'm going to say, why is your spirit restless, Sergei? Why do you exist still with this weapon?
He looks towards you. Doesn't look like he's looking right at you, though. It's like he can't quite see you.
Look at me! Just kidding.
This is my curse. Like all souls in Barovia, I cannot rest. My anger holds me here, binds me to this blade.
if Strahd is rid of once and for all, will your soul find rest along with all the others in Barovia?
If the curse is broken, yes. But Strahd cannot just be killed. The blade is not enough. You must travel the steps of the Amber Temple.
The Amber Temple.
His voice trails off.
Have I heard of that, Doug? The
Yes.
Amber Temple?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's where Strahd, where the pact was made, essentially.
That's right. That's right. I will, okay. Will do what I can to bring your spirit peace. But
It is not my spirit I worry about. Protect my Tatiana. This I charge for you. Do not let him have her.
all right, I'm gonna holster the hilt and get up and turn and leave.
Okay. Soon as you holster it, the vision just sort of like smoke just kind of.
Yeah. Cool. And then I'm gonna go back to the main room, and be like, hey, thanks, just had to take a walk. Crawl into my bedroll.
Okay. And with that, a night of rest is taken by everyone. Free of dreams, free of nightmares. It is your first rest here that you feel not safe, but in Vallaki at least, not safe, but temporarily at peace. And you're all able to rest undisturbed. The morning light awakes you all. What's your plan? Are you planning to leave early, or?
I think so, right?
Probably,
Get on the road.
probably early as hell for sure.
Okay. The morning wakes you. You hear the sound of crows and birds. Wakes you just before dawn. Anybody that kind of stirs can wake the group up. But if you wish to leave even before the sunlight, kind of early in the morning, you would awake to the sound of birds and just the faintest hint of gold and gray light on the horizon. It's a quiet morning. Sets on Vallaki. It's quiet. It's still dark. The acrid smell of burnt buildings and smoke and is still kind of just palatable in the air. If you guys are awake, you can do what you like.
Is there any food in this place?
Oh yeah, well stocked.
Yeah.
It's the Baron's house. Yeah.
Stock up while we're here for sure.
Yeah, you guys can definitely have your first meal here in the morning and get a full, nice, well cooked meal if you want to take the time to do that. There's perishable foods and traveling foods, just about anything in this house. It is well stocked.
Make breakfast, and then while we're eating, I'm gonna look at Rivers and say, hey, I think we should, on our way out of town, we should probably swing back by the church. If I remember, we left a rather large sword on one of the corpses that somebody might want to use, along with some possibly other things. We didn't really check any of them while we were there.
Yeah, we kind of rushed out of there, didn't we? Yeah. I'm down.
We know
for sure.
that knight had that ginormous sword that Roderick could probably use.
Yeah.
Also other things.
Also, last night I talked to the Sun Sword hilt, and it was the spirit of Sergei von Zarevich.
You talked to who now?
The hilt of my sword. Well, it was giving me very strong inclinations during that fight to kill the vampires, like, aggressively. And so I wanted to talk to it a little bit more because I am about that. I love killing monsters. And he said, you know, his soul is just like everybody else's in Barovia. It's trapped by the curse. He said the sword, you know, I asked him if the curse was broken, if his soul would be freed, which is, you know, kind of an obvious question. But he also said that, you know, in order, first he charged me with protecting Tatiana. And then second, he said, in order to break the curse, I wouldn't only have to wield the sword, but I would have to walk the steps of the Amber Temple. So, I don't know if our...
Did he say why? What we would find there?
No, he didn't.
I have suspected as much. I was researching the Amber Temple when I was taken. I fear there is more there that we must understand.
And that's where he did the ritual, correct?
That is what my research has said. I've never been able to prove it.
It's the birthplace of the curse.
Darren asking, because I saw the vision. I had the vision. I'm just trying to remember if that was...
Yeah. You saw that, yeah.
Are we all just gonna like
that
move
was the
past Rivers talking to his sword? We're just moving past that.
I mean, it's not that far-fetched, you know? It's like my dad always used to say, you make your friends where you can.
All the time.
Well, that's myself. I'm not an object.
I mean...
Lysander, you're missing the point entirely.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
You're right. I'm getting us off track. Sorry. Please tell us.
When we find the wizard, he's going to be able to sort everything out. He's going to tell us exactly what's going on. I know it.
What did your sword friend say again? I'm sorry. I was kind of distracted.
He charged me with protecting Tatiana, and he said that basically taking the steps at the Amber Temple was an essential step in breaking the curse, kind of, like as it relates to the sword. So I take that as some type of trial at the Ember Temple, and I'll become some sort of vampire slaying super demon, which I think would be really cool.
No, that math checks out.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we can support you on that walk.
9, 10, I don't know, some kind of climb, and then when I reach the top. But you know, just being open and honest with you guys. It's like my dad always used to say, if you can't trust your friends, who can you trust?
My only concern with that is Tatiana. If we could find her, I don't know that protecting her is the right answer.
Oh yeah, I did say that out loud.
Yes, you did.
We would have to find her first. Wink, wink.
Yeah, we would have to find her. I don't, you know, I'm not worried about that aspect of it as much as the Amber Temple bit. So
Maybe she's at the Amber Temple.
Just have a roll in my mouth.
Perhaps.
Do you want me to make a deception roll, Doug?
No.
I mean, we technically haven't found Tatiana.
Yeah, it's laced in enough. I mean, honestly, we probably should. You're all talking kind of in code. Let's get a deception check just from everybody.
what?
What do you mean, everybody?
I told no lies. I just said the
see-
sword told me to protect Tatiana.
Yeah,
true.
well, until the end of that part, until we find her. I just, you know, you could have some nervous ticks.
That was a joke. That was.
I know. I
player-
think that's
that was
right,
player
though. I mean, you guys are saying these things, you know, like in case we find her.
Okay.
I mean, you could even just be like a nervous, like, you know, like, you know, like as I think Pat's played it off exactly right. Like Roderick's like, well, I know exactly where she is.
Good lord.
I think we should do a group success fail on this.
We failed.
Yeah, we rolled like shit. So
Yeah, the rolls aren't great.
Real bad.
Okay, so 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. As I said, he trusts you guys, and you're not outright lying to him. So I just set it at DC 10. So 4 successes. Zora's like sitting there thinking, like, don't we know where she is?
I have a +9 and I barely made it.
Yeah, so there's just some like uneven, like moving, like it's nothing direct, but like,
You guys know where she is? I don't know where she is.
if he finds her,
I
I it should be a
be
priority
fair,
to find her. If she does.
I don't think Zora has ever met her. So
It's possible. No.
Pretty sure we put. Did he?
Yeah, we met Zora pretty early on.
At the windmill, yeah.
At the windmill, yeah. I mean, she was there at the windmill.
It's a good thing she's not here. Otherwise, she'd probably spill the beans on us.
Right.
If she was here, I would totally kill her, dude. I'm with you.
Oh no, Zora, has rolled to die.
Dang it.
You say it's not a priority, but if Strahd finds this Tatiana, I am afraid he will move on with his ritual. This is the only thing keeping him here. Finding her is paramount, in my opinion.
Does the steps at the Amber Temple mean anything to you? Like, what happened there relating to Strahd's brother, relating to this weapon? Do any of those dots connect?
No, I found a journal of, and Darren, you actually have this journal. I found some notes from an adventurer that came through Barovia some time ago that spoke about the Amber Temple, but the notes were very limited. Madame Ava and I have suspected for some time that the ritual may have occurred there. It is an ancient tomb with ties to the dark powers up in Mount Gacchus. Amy, the path up is stairs leading up to the temple itself, from our understanding. It is a long journey up the mountainside, dangerous. But I do not know. I've not been there.
I
was
can
hoping to find
attest.
information from the book, which he looks at.
I can attest that is where the ritual took place. I saw a vision of it. Saw it happen.
I think we know what we must do. If we can decipher this book, the Abbot Temple may be quickly on our places to visit.
You think we should go there before Malaki?
Krezik?
Sorry, Krezik.
I would like time to read this book before heading there to understand, and of course he doesn't have to be the one to read it either. You can read it, but I would like to have some time to try to decipher the book. I mean, it's in code, to understand what we might find there. I'd like to go there fully prepared.
I hope the code is with Latin.
I can help try to decode it with
Really tough.
We can do that while we travel.
We can. It will take some time. We may need a few days, but that's a good place to start. Is on the road.
So we swing by the church and then get on the road.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys are ready to go, you guys can head back to the church. It'll just take you a few minutes, unless anybody's doing anything else. Are you guys gathering like some supplies, a few days worth of food, or what does this look like? You like ransacking the place?
Refill my bag with some breads and cheeses and things
Of course.
for Mises, not for anybody
however
else.
much
Sorry,
room
guys.
we can put in the cart while still leaving room for us to travel. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a few days worth of food.
Yeah, are there any valuables like gold or whatever?
Yeah,
I mean, we are
there
poor.
is. There's silver and there's stuff that's worth some money here.
Oh yeah, loot that shit.
Loot it, okay. Yeah, you can. I mean, again, keeping room for all of you to be on this cart. 6 of you plus food plus the stuff that's already in there. I'd say you can gather, 200 gold worth of crap. Things like candelabras and like a Boulder's Gate or Divinity 2 run through here, just like swipe all the shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Look, all I'm saying is if we take a chaise lounge, we can get in the back and lie down on it. It'll be nice.
Sure.
Fun idea.
All right, so Lysander, while Pat is raiding the food and getting supplies, you raid the house, gathering what valuables you can store. Okay, and then you guys are gonna head to the church.
Aye.
Into the church.
Are you marking that down, Drew, or do you?
You can just
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put that in party inventory.
there you go.
I've got the party gold on mine. I don't know.
Well, there's a party inventory feature in Beyond.
Yeah, they added that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, go to inventory and then there's 2 gold
No way.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Okay.
All right, I will put the gold. I'll put the gold in there then for the party.
There you go. You put them
Well,
both in
I'll
there.
have to keep track of it.
Perfect.
Do you want me to just put that gold amount, or do you want to? Put
Yeah,
the
you can
stuff?
just put the gold amount. It's fine.
How much was it?
200 gold worth
200.
of crap.
Okay. All right.
Nice. We could, with all our money, we could buy something cool in Kresik or an inn/tavern, and we can turn this into a tavern simulator.
I already have that going on Sunday nights. I don't need it on Wednesday nights as well.
That is our plan. We're really trying to gentrify the city we're in.
If you do it here, it will also be called the Twisted Pike, and it'll be the same map, because I'll just copy it. Amazing! It's in every world.
God, it smells like dragon piss.
All right, you guys leave the house early in the morning. At this hour, the streets are still empty. It's probably like 5 in the morning. There's just twilight in the air. It is still quiet. Again, you can still smell the, burnt out buildings where fires have happened. There are bodies on the streets still. It is not a pleasant, quick ride, but you make your way back to the church. The door is still ajar, and it doesn't look like anybody's been anywhere close to here. And some of the church is burned as well. Some of the spells that were cast, you can see kind of burnt out hulks and places where there's burnt cinders and whatnot.
Throwing shade at my wall of fire.
Yep. And the whole bell tower is like gone. It like got smashed by magic when the spell kicked off.
All the bodies are still there, like no one disappeared into nothingness? Or?
Yeah, as you come back in, the bodies are still there. Yes, they are. The creature that wielded said sword that you were interested in, his body is gone, but his armor and the blade remain. He was literally sucked in. When
I was going to ask about his armor, what kind of armor he was rocking.
Yeah, so his armor is still there, as well as the weapon itself. Most of the folks inside the church were acolytes, just locals that she had, twisted to her will. They don't really have much of value on any of them. They were little short swords and whatnot. The creatures are destroyed. The automatons that she was using were destroyed. So the only thing really of value is the armor and the sword. And as you approach, yes, there is a set of half-plate mail, which is what he was wearing, is there, as well as, this giant buster sword. It's a two-handed sword. There is a hole in the middle, basically, like where something could sit, and then just a long blade that carries forward. It looks magical, as does the armor.
Nice.
Does anybody else use heavy? Oh, well, half plate's medium, isn't it?
What is it?
I think it might be. I think it's medium.
Half plate should be medium. That sounds right.
Wow. I can wear medium.
I think everybody here can wear medium.
Yes.
Yeah, I think everybody should be able to.
In that case, armor should probably go to whoever would benefit the most from it, you think? Or
Probably like a frontliner.
I'm assuming my AC will be better without it, but I guess
okay.
It depends on what it is.
I'm gonna look at each character. I can tell you that. So, Darren, if you were to wear it, yours is. Let's see. The way your armor works is. Yeah, you would lose 2 points of.
That's what I thought.
And it's not a +1. It does appear to be magical, but it's not like a +1 armor. It is something else. So yeah, I think your armor would go down because you have a +4.
Probably.
That would get cut down to +2. What is the base for half plate? Hang on, half.
15.
Is it 15?
Looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So you'd be a
No.
17.
I'd like to cast Identify on the armor and find out if it's like cursed.
Okay. Does identify work on multiple things, or is it one item at a time, or is it just like a general? Can you read it? Real
It's
quick?
a ritual. So.
Okay.
So you touch an object, casting it. Yeah, over time, it takes a minute casting time for the ritual.
Okay, very good. All right, so Darren, to your question, so yours is 12. It would start at 15, 16, 17. It would be a total
It'd be the same.
18.
It'd be the same because I got. Wait, what?
Right now you're at 19 with a shield. So that's
Right, so it'd be the same.
The armor is currently 17. It would be 15, 16. It'd be +1 from where you're at. You would start at 15. You'd get +2 plus the magical seed. You'd be at 15, 16. You'd go up by 1.
Wait. Okay.
Your current armor provides 17 points.
12.
This would be 18 with your magical seed bonus.
Magical seed.
So it's +1 for you.
Wait. So what is the actual stat? Sorry, you
15
lost me.
plus 2. Yours is 12 plus 4.
Okay.
That's easier.
You're right.
to explain
Okay.
it that
So,
way.
yeah. Okay.
So it could have helped you. I think it probably will help anybody because it's a 15. It'll help depending on your ace, everybody's dex.
What does it look like?
It is black armor, completely jet black, with silver embellishments. Has a
that's cool.
one high collar on the right side.
On the pauldron, if you will.
Yes. It would definitely help. 16. Yeah, it'd be. It would help Lysander. It would help. Let me just check each person here. Rivers, yours is currently providing 14, 15, 16. For you, it'd be 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a +1 for everybody from where you're currently at, pretty much. I don't think anybody is lower than that.
What is Jeff wearing?
Yeah, same. +1 for Jeff as well.
Okay. I
He's
feel
wearing
like Jeff.
Jeff is wearing the mithril scale mail currently.
Oh, right.
So what? Yes. What was the magic?
Yeah, let's
So,
find
yeah,
out
you're
what
gonna-
it does.
So
First.
you're going to cast Identify. Okay. The armor is not cursed. It is half plate, no pluses. However, it has a 2 points of damage reduction. So any physical damage that hits it is reduced by 2. It is resistant to radiant damage as well. And once per day, it can cast the spell Darkness that emanates from the armor itself.
So darkness on itself.
Yep.
Can't be cast somewhere else.
Correct. And whoever's wearing it can see through that darkness.
Nice.
Fun.
Regardless. That's the armor. The sword is absolutely cursed.
Yeah.
It is a 2d6 greatsword that does an extra d6 of fire damage and an extra d6 of necrotic damage, so 4d6 per swing.
Damn.
It is massive. That has to be turned on. It can be turned on twice per day to get that extra fire and brimstone spell, basically, that emanates from it. However, if you attune to it, basically every time you activate that spell, you will take a d10 of necrotic damage, and 1 more point for every time you hit something with it.
Ooh. We should fucking sell that bitch. Dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Yeah, just don't tell whoever we're selling to is cursed. Yeah.
What was that, Jeff?
So it doesn't sound like anything anyone should be using. Guys using rolling in combat lately.
You can wheel and deal some damage. It'll hurt you
I
along
can't
the way.
use
But
it. So.
If I long rest every day, I can heal once with my Warrior of the Gods dice and negate at least a bunch of the damage.
we'll find you a better sword.
This weapon is evil, boy. You are too pure of heart to wield it.
You beautiful dumb fool.
You beautiful
We should
child.
bring it. We should bring it just in case. We wouldn't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we're taking this, and we might actually end up selling it, but we're not going to be using it. But the armor sounds badass. I say that sounds like some frontliner stuff.
I agree.
So
I'll wear that shit for sure.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else wants it.
Does Roderick even wear armor?
Yeah. Either me or Zora.
Yep.
Take it, Rivers.
Sounds good. So far cry from what I'm wearing right now. Basically like rain, like kind of northern leather chain, kind of half plate garb situation.
It's gonna give you Dark Knight vibes, like Cecil from
Final
Fantasy 2 vibe.
Way different vibe, dude.
So I will have to make that armor for you. I did zero prep tonight because I was busy like crazy. But for now, just put on half plate. That'll cover most of the things. I will make you that armor in D&D Beyond and add it for next time.
Does it still have the stealth disadvantage, or is that?
Oh, there's no stealth disadvantage with it either. So,
nice.
Well,
that should have been the reason to give it to him off just that alone.
It is magical. Now. Yeah.
Forget the damage resistance. It just makes Rivers quiet.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you grab the armor. You're gonna put that on. I'm
gonna put the armor on, and I'm gonna tie my hair back into a ponytail.
Okay. Very good.
Oh.
Oh.
It's been what, like 4 days, 5 days now?
I'm a different man, dude.
I've probably got like a 5 o'clock shadow now.
I'm just here to kill vampires.
I'll work on a new image for Rivers, later tomorrow.
Oh, man.
There we go.
I'll be right back. Grab a soda.
You guys gonna take the sword? You're gonna throw it in the back of the cart? What are we doing with that?
I think so. For now, we can't leave it
Wrap
here.
it in a sheet and toss it back there.
Okay. All right. Done. Anything else that you would like to do here?
The items that were in the ritual, were they all destroyed, or I'm trying to remember. I know the bones were in there. They were no longer
the bell,
sanctified.
the fountain, and some sort of reliquary. They're still there. They are not glowing any longer. The ritual appears to have fully stopped.
Okay. There wasn't anything else dangerous looking.
No, doesn't look like it.
Okay.
They were just mundane. They were, holy items here. Otherwise, generally mundane.
All right, then I say we head out.
Okay. All right. You're right next to the edge of the gate. The gate is currently open. With that, you guys put Valaki in your rear view. With Van Richten with you as well. I forgot that he's here. Sorry, it's been a minute. So used to have an Esmeralda. My brain turned him off. Van Richten as well, who will relatively quiet. Actually, probably stay on the cart while you're searching things. He's still pretty injured. But when you return, he is there, and you guys can set off. What does the general vibe of the cart look like as you guys head out of Valaki? He'll sit inside and try to start working with you, Darren, on deciphering the book.
Yep.
Okay. Where's everybody else going to be?
Roderick and Lysander up front.
You and Roderick up front?
Roderick? Oh, yeah.
Count me in.
Okay.
Sorry, I've been watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and every time I see Lionel Baratheon and Dunk on, I'm like, that's Roderick and Lysander right there.
That dancing video you sent was friggin' hilarious, man.
Awesome.
Okay. You two on the front. Zora, where are you going to be? On the cart?
Be up on the roof.
Up on the roof. 2 and Teen Wolf. Okay. And finally, Rivers.
Neither didn't drink, but
Same sitting inside with the other two.
yeah.
Okay.
Probably looking at their armor,
Yeah.
checking themselves out. Hey, Colson.
What? Heyo!
All right, with
What
that,
would my da say about this armor?
you guys set off, leaving Vallaki behind. The road west of Vallaki winds south to start. You see the lake in the distance disappear, and the woods on either side of the road seem somewhat more foreboding than they have in the past. You can almost feel the tension. Things are quieter than they have been as you ride westward. Perhaps it's the knowledge that Roderick reminded you all that the safety that Strahd provided now is broken as you head west. Within about an hour, you guys come to the bridge that crosses the Luna River, and you're able to continue on as planned. Which road do you want to take? Do you want to take the upper road, which takes you back towards the tower, or do you want to take the lower road, which takes you closer to Argynvastholt and the winery?
Let's steer clear of the tower in case Van Richten is like, oh hey, it's my tower. Let's stop in real quick.
Okay, smart.
That's a really good call. Really good call.
I think we should. I think we should split up because it's like my dad always used to say: "You take the high road, and I'll take the low road."
You want to split the cart?
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Just a joke.
Look at Lysander. I think something's wrong with Rivers. His dad's sayings are all making sense.
Rivers' dad is from the Scottish Highlands. No, I'm down. I agree with Lysander. Good idea.
I don't think that armor was cursed.
I think Rivers is just cursed.
You head south.
Nobody checked the sword to see if it was cursed, because it apparently is.
Oh, that sword. Yeah, could be. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely sentient.
Yeah.
That is for sure. You travel south for another hour or so before the road bends and starts heading a little bit on an upward trajectory as you get closer and closer back to Lake Baratok and the tower. Now you're gonna pass the tower before you kind of rejoin the main road, but the afternoon, really the morning, the first few hours goes by without any trouble at all. You see the tippy tops of Argynvastholt by mid-morning. You can see it up on the hills to your left as you're riding by, as well as the road that ultimately leads to Argynvastholt. I assume you continue heading towards Crescent.
Yeah.
Okay. The road carries up north, and as it does, you start to kind of be able to see a little further out as the road kind of takes an upward trajectory. You can feel like you're going uphill as you're getting closer and closer to where the mountain passes are going to take you up to Crescent. You do note as you're getting closer now, kind of by midday or like late morning, early afternoon, you can see the tops of the mountains where Crescent is. You can actually see kind of where you would believe the buildings could be. And there is snow up there. You can see it is a little bit snowy up there as you head that way. Darren, I need you to make you and Van Richten. So I'm going to let Ethan roll it for Van Richten today. D20 as an intelligence check, a straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Yep. So just roll to hit the. Just roll a d20, Ethan.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, so that is an 18, a 17, and a 12. You guys start poring over this book. Takes better half of that first part of the day for him to sort of retrace his steps on like some of the ideas that he had, and you're kind of helping, and he definitely seems to remember where he was, and like, oh yeah, I think this meant this, and it's really just starting there. He's really not gaining any information yet. You're just really trying to understand what the code is and how this thing is structured in the first half of the day. But that is technically a success, so making progress. By the middle of the afternoon, or by kind of late afternoon, as the road continues to meander up towards the mountains, you come to yet another bridge. You can see in the distance from there, you guys would be at point R, right there on the map. You can see in the distance the tower on Lake Baratok. Nothing looks out of the ordinary down there. You can just see it in the distance. Van Richten doesn't seem to even notice. He spends the entire time focused. You see, he goes into this total just like boop, blinders on mode with Calsolus kind of researching and reading and whatnot. On the other side of the bridge, as you start to turn west, Drew and Pat up in front, and Zora, you see a figure up on the road. Looks like about 200-300 yards out right now. A single figure walking down the middle of the road. What do you do?
Pull the reins, take aim, and hit the throttle, I guess. I don't know. Kind of slow down so we don't just zip past this person. I assume we're probably going at a pretty good tick.
Yeah, I assume you are going at a pretty good tick. Slowing down?
So kind of slow down a little bit, but not like we're going to stop and talk to him.
Okay.
Them, I assume it's a him.
Yeah, it's just a figure at this point.
Right.
As you approach to about 100 yards, as you clear about half the distance, slowing, you see the figure starts to take a little bit of shape. Find my notes. There it is. It's a figure that just seems to be walking. You see no facial insignia at all. Just it looks almost like a blank face, kind of covered by the hood, as if it just sort of unnaturally covers their face. You can't really see any features at all yet. They're wearing what looks like shabby robes, kind of half torn and tattered, dark black pants, a white shirt. The robes are like a dark green color. And it's just walking, just meandering down the road. It is in the middle of the road. You will have to kind of go around it. And even then, will be tricky. He's like dead center in the middle.
Is it
Do I
walking
recognize
towards
it?
us
Any
or
kind of
away
weird
from us?
number there?
It's walking towards you currently.
Do I get any kind of memory flash from his wardrobe?
Nope. Does not look like anything familiar.
I got a bad feeling about it nonetheless.
What do you do? You're 100 yards out. Keep moving towards it.
Yeah, keep moving toward them.
90 yards. 80 yards. 50 yards. At about 50 yards, it stops. Dead in its
The person
tracks.
stopped.
Yep. And it
Like,
looks up.
Standing in the middle of the road.
Yep. It just stops as you get to about 50 yards out. It clearly recognizes that there's something approaching. And you see it look up. It has no face. It's just a blank, skinless face. Or not skinless,
Not the weirdest
featureless
thing I've
face.
seen in this fucking place.
Creepy as hell.
Not here. But still standing in the middle of the road, right?
Yep.
And we're how many yards out?
50 yards. Yep. When it stops.
Begin to kind of slow down and then lean back and kind of knock on the cabin. Kind of get people's attention to the cabin. And then whisper to Roderick, keep an eye on the tree line.
Aye. But make
and
it really
then
obvious.
Once we get to about 25 yards,
Okay.
stop. Unless it moves out of the way.
75 feet. You're there. It has not moved. Since it recognized you, it has been almost like a statue. It's just waiting. You all see this. The wind
Yeah, I'm not
gathers
the
around
weirdest
it.
looking thing here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wind
Just
sort
yell
of
out.
casually blows its cloak back a little bit, kind of just shuffles in the wind. I'd say, Pat, since
Yell out.
you specifically
On
said
your
you
right.
were... Oh, sorry, hang on. Since you specifically were asked to look at the woods and you said I assume that means you are. You will note that the fog looks thicker in the woods today. In this area.
Note to Lysander that it's difficult to see through the woods like we normally would. Just seems heavier.
Magically suspicious.
Roderick wouldn't think so.
Hello there.
It tilts
Wait till
its
Lysander.
head to the right.
Do you think it can talk without a mouth?
It opens its hand.
God.
Inside of it is what looks like almost like an acorn. Large though, about the size of a little bit smaller than a baseball, but it has the look of an acorn. Go.
Income.
Hey, Doug, can I see out the window
Yeah.
and see
There's
it, or do I need
there's
to
a
get
little
out?
window. Yeah, there's a little window on the back side of the seats. You can kind of see through their legs.
Oh, okay. Based on what I know and what I learned from Esmeralda, do I have any idea what this is?
This is nothing she covered.
Is it anything that I might know on my own?
Arcana check.
That'd be a 28.
You start looking at it, focusing on it for a moment. Darren, as you do, you don't recognize it as anything you've studied, but there's a familiarity to it as you stare at it for a moment. And all at once, as you're looking at it, you feel a pain in your chest. Oh, and I forgot to do something for you, Darren. Because you did a long rest, I assume your hit points restored, correct? All the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a d10 at the beginning of the day. Forgot to do that.
That'd be 5.
Okay, don't forget to reduce your hit points by 5. Your maximum hit points by 5
Yay.
for the day. I think that's better than the last roll. I think the last one was an 8, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I feel a little better today. But all at once, the seed in your chest burns. As you look at it, you feel this familiarity to it. You hear a voice, all of you. It's in your minds. Each one of you hear it. This land remembers what it was before he was planted. It sets down this acorn in the middle of the road. And all at once, you see the mist and the fog kind of roll through like a breeze. The creature is gone. Just an acorn left in the middle of the road.
You're telling me shit right there.
Is it like resonating with the stone at all or anything?
It seemed like it for a moment.
Is it still? Like, is it doing anything?
No,
Is it glowing?
that feeling has receded. You feel it burn for a second, and as soon as this thing is gone, everything returns to normal. You just feel kind of like clutch your chest for a minute.
Probably heartburn. I used extra butter with breakfast.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go see what this thing is before we move on.
Step out.
Yeah. And checking around as I go, but I tell the group to keep an eye out.
Oh yeah.
I'm
On alert.
gonna go see what this thing is.
I think it's an acorn.
It's a big ass acorn.
It is a big ass acorn.
Maybe it makes a big ass tree.
Maybe it's an apple with a hat.
You carefully make your
You
way
guess
up.
what
It
it
sounds
is?
like everyone kind
Yeah.
of eyes peeled. The fog
My
all
sensing-
around you all is lessening, Pat. Where what you could struggle to see into the woods, it seems like it's dissipating now. Returning to normal. There's always a little bit of mist and a little bit of fog in the woods, but it's usually like at ankle level. Like this was like more like waist height. It's sort of it's like the pool is like slowly emptying. As Darren walks up towards this thing. Yeah, you get within about 5 feet of it, Darren. It's just an acorn sitting in the middle of the road. I need everybody to make perception checks, however, since you all said you were looking around.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, that was cool. I got to see everybody's dice roll at the same time.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah,
it's
My computer went
changed.
bananas, but that was cool. You know.
Well, it's funny. Sunday night, I logged into someone's sheet and it recapped all the dice rolls, and so my screen just exploded from 4 hours of dice rolls just everywhere. I was like, oh my
man.
god! It almost crashed my whole computer. Zora, success. Calsolus, success. Lysander, success. Roderick, fail. Rivers,
The guy on lookout.
yeah, the guy.
Roll, and then I am terribly
the
sorry.
forest.
I have to step away for like 15 minutes, Doug. My bad.
Yeah, no problem.
But what am I rolling? A D20?
I got it. Go ahead and step away if you need to. I'll take care of it.
I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
You're good. All right. I got it. Natural 20. Okay. So everybody but Roderick. Darren, as you're walking up, and you see it too, as the mist settles, Pat, you're just so focused on Darren, maybe. You're like you're supposed to be on watch, but it's like, is he really gonna walk up? Is she really gonna walk up there to this thing?
He's
Like,
not
no
gonna
way.
touch it, is she? She's gonna touch it. I got
gonna
a
touch
bad
it.
feeling about this.
You're focused on.
I'm wearing
Calsolus.
the last magical item that I found. So
Precisely, and it turned you into a mutant.
yeah,
You-
so you shouldn't be surprised.
The rest of you are watching in the woods and looking around. You all see there is definitely what looks like a body of some sort, about 100 yards, maybe 100, probably more like 100 feet, just off the road. Clearly not right on the road, but a little further into the woods. As the mist clears, you guys see a hairy form of a creature laying on the ground. It doesn't look, could be sleeping, could be a body. About 120 feet off the road in the woods. You see the
I mean,
mist.
it is a body. It's just a question of it's dead or
Yeah,
alive.
yeah, dead or alive. Correct. Yeah, definitely a hulk of a hairy creature of some sort.
As I'm walking up to the thing and see it off to the side, I'm just like,
Yep.
just
Pat, now you see it.
Oh my gosh, why didn't you guys say something?
We're seeing it now.
That's what you see. So let's just go around the table, see what everybody's doing as you see that. And as the mist clears, as you see that and kind of gets your attention, and Pat, you look over there, you can see there is other things in the woods. It's hard to make it out at this range, plus the mist and the foliage and what have you. But there is more than a body there. It looks like maybe some, bags.
Bags.
Someone was moving.
Yeah, like a couple of bags, some loose fabric and stuff that's been like retched over bushes. Like you can see what looks like clearly something has happened about 120 feet off the road. You can see there's a number of like large duffel bags. Maybe it's hard to tell at this range. So let me go around the table, see what everybody's doing. Darren, you point over there. Do you continue focusing on the acorn?
yeah, I'm assuming they're going to look, so I want to check to see if essentially is there anything am I sensing anything magical from it?
Okay. Let me answer that in a second. Drew, what are you doing as you see this all unfolding as the mist settles?
I look over at the body, and I would say kind of out loud, like kind of in like just in the area, like, wow, there's a body over there and a bunch of stuff. Probably go check that out, and then look over towards Roderick as though he should go check that out. I don't say that. Just kind of look over at him, like, aren't you gonna get off? Like, passive aggressively, aren't you gonna get off the cart?
Oh,
Okay. Roderick, I'll go to you next.
Hop on down.
Okay. Are you making your way into the woods?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Lysander, it seems like that worked. You see Roderick jump off and start kind of moving into the woods. I would say Rivers would come with you. Hold on there, Rivers. Hold on there, Roderick. And he jumps out of the cart and comes up behind you. Zora, what about you?
You kind of perch behind Lysander.
Mm-hmm.
Put on the Estrada puppet. Tell the puppet to keep an eye on Kusolis while I look at the body from the top of the cart.
Okay. You're going to stay on the cart, though, and watch into the woods as they make their way out
kind
there.
of poised to jump whichever direction I need to jump next.
Okay, got it. Little Strahd watches Calsolis. You two make it,
Awesome,
start making their way into the woods a little ways. Darren, yeah, as you approach and as you're looking at it, kind of eyeing it from all directions, when you get to about 5 feet from it, yeah, you do feel something in your chest. A resonance, a reflection, an echo, maybe. There's definitely something coming off of this acorn.
Does it feel like I can pick it up? Am I concerned? Am I feeling like it's like a positive, like they know each other, or is it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that's reading in a bit, but yeah, definitely a recognition.
I pull out my rapier and I just kind of like poke at it.
Okay, yeah, you knock it over. It rolls onto its side.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna pick it up.
You do. Pick it up. You feel
Good knowing you, Sos.
it's charged with magic of some sort. Feel it. Power. Similar to the power in your chest. Not nearly that strong, but of a similar ilk. A similar source, let's call it.
Okay.
Something familiar about it. Meanwhile, the other two of you make it into the woods. You get about 50 feet into the woods, Rivers, Roderick. God, the two R's together. You get about 50 feet into the woods, and things start to take shape. There is definitely a creature on the ground, and it is, as you approach now, as you can see details about it, it is a wolf. It is a werewolf. And it is, now that you kind of see the side of it, it is slicked over with blood. You can see right at the shoulder, right underneath its kind of, and you can't see it because it's turned away from you, but you can see it like starts here and kind of moves, you can see the blood kind of, like its fur is matted down. There are two other werewolves mixed in once you look around into the foliage here, both dead as well. The other two are facing you. One of them has a cut that goes from about shoulder down kind of to mid-section, and its chest cavity has been opened. The other one that you can see, one of its eyes is missing. You can see like a bloody area where its eye was, and you see just a perfect hole right over its heart. And it's just blood there. This looks like a camp. As you kind of look around, you can see a couple of bags. You can see where a fire pit was. It hasn't been used in some time, at least a night. maybe a few hours, like overnight possibly. It wasn't even used, so possibly from the previous day. But this looks like a camp, or would have been. There's stuff scattered everywhere. You can see stuff is trampled on. Bushes are broken in weird ways. It looks like a fight happened here, which is to say, with 3 dead bodies. That's what you can tell so far, with no rolls.
Is there being from a farm and having fought off wolves and things like that before and seen dead animals? Is there any way to gauge how long this has been here?
Yes.
Like how long they've been?
That would be a medicine check.
I'm bad at that, but I'll try.
Okay. I can pull up Rivers' character sheet. Yeah, he'll take it with advantage. He'll help. But as soon as the wolf is identified, as soon as you see that it's a werewolf, you see Rivers has the sunblade out in his hand, like not ignited, but holding it.
I'm 19.
19. Yeah, you look at it. Which one are you looking at? You have to get closer, so you're gonna have to get within. You're gonna have to touch and feel.
The first one that we come across, honestly.
The first one, the closest one that you saw. Yeah, so you kind of look over. You see that wound starts there, and it goes right across its neck, like it was like its throat was slit. And you can see the way with a 19. One, it was killed instantly. It looks like the way he slumped over, this werewolf was sitting and was instantly killed and just fell over. No defensive wounds. Doesn't even look like it had a chance. It has been dead for about 12 hours. Died probably early yesterday evening.
Relay that to Rivers.
I agree.
And move to the next body. Move to the one with the hole in the heart.
Yeah.
And I guess it would be is there any way to tell? I know that a bullet wound would send material inwards or outwards depending on where it was going. Is there any way to tell where if the wound was from behind or from the front?
With the 19, yeah, you can kind of see. You would kind of get a similar sense from this one. Something stabbed it right through the heart, from what you can tell. Possibly, again, the way it slumped over while it was sitting here at camp.
Dang.
And also the eye as well. It looks like something pierced it, like right through the eye. It looks like something went in and then was pulled out.
Oh, lordy. Whew.
It's a bloodbath, and it doesn't look like these wolves put up much of a fight. The third one looks like it did fight. You can see defensive wounds, like weird, like the way its arms are twisted and stuff. But it looks like it was, it did battle of some sort. It looks like it was in a fight. It's bruised up a little bit more. The wounds are a little bit more chaotic. These first two were very precise. This last one looks very, like it got bludgeoned.
When did we decide we were going to Kresik?
Last night, about 10 o'clock.
Last night.
Pretty late. This happened before you decided that.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to gauge, if it was like one of those things that something hurt us and then went on the way and look about and see if there are any more clues like behind where the two are slumped. Actually, look by the one that put up the fight.
Okay.
Look maybe under his.
You and Rivers can make an investigation check. Drew, give me a d20 for Rivers real quick. I'm going to pull up their sheet real fast. Hadn't gotten that far yet.
I got a 1.
1. Okay. And Rivers, I assume, will also do an investigation check.
Yeah, they got a 13.
13? Okay.
Yep.
Pull up his character sheet.
What's
I'm going to circle back to the other group, see what everybody's doing while this investigation is happening.
I'm guessing Rivers' investigation is probably. I mean, I don't know. They have a +2, but
Plus 1. Plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you get then? 14 total?
14 total.
Yeah, nothing else, as you guys look around, nothing else that really gives any clues. However, as you're kind of searching over on that side of the camp, before you make it over to the one that struggled, he looks down, and you see he kind of notices something, leans over, Pat, and picks up, and you see a crossbow bolt with a silver tip. Pure silver.
How far away from Valaki are we at this point?
You are...
I'm sorry, not Valaki, Krezk.
Krezk, you are about, hang on, 1, 2, about
In that last
3,
little
4
stretch.
miles, pretty much straight up the side of the mountain. You're pretty close to the base of the mountain now. So you got about 3, 4 miles to go. It's about mid-afternoon.
How many feet of elevation do we have?
Oh my god, I don't know.
I thought you were going to be like,
What
oh my god,
matters?
fine, I'll find it.
It's probably in here somewhere.
Me.
What are the rest of you doing while they're investigating? Anything of note? If while you see them just kind of looking, searching, moving bodies around. As they move bodies, even at 100 feet, even through the foliage, as they're like kind of, you would notice they're werewolves now. You guys can all see that as they kind of go searching through this kind of foliage. Drew, we'll start with you, and then Zora. What are you guys doing, if anything?
I would be kind of looking at them, looking at Kelsolis, looking back at them, and then also kind of scanning around in case this is kind of a bait trap. Hey, we'll have people come in here, they'll check this out, and then we'll pounce on them. So kind of it's almost like in real time. It's like you can see Lysander looking at them, and then that thought occurring to them, just looking around.
Okay.
You know,
Zora, what about you?
Same thing, but my Strahd puppet and I just kind of change places. I look at whenever I'm looking at myself, Strahd puppet looks at the other, and then vice versa.
Okay.
Lysander does pause to look at Zora and Strahd, and then gives Zora a thumbs up, and then gives the Strahd puppet a thumbs up.
Strahd puppet gives you a thumbs up back.
Just so you know, I've got Job and the Franklin Bluth puppet in my mind. Right.
There's such a bunch of Muppet Show stuff this week, so it's pretty fresh in mind too.
So, you guys are actively watching. Darren, back to you then.
I think, yeah, while they're... After I pick up the acorn and I'm seeing them rummaging around, I'm probably looking on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm looking... I guess I'll look back and see where they're looking, and I'm going to be looking opposite. So, if Lysander is looking further into the woods where their camp was, I'll be looking on the other side of the road and making sure
Okay.
something's not coming up from the other side. And as I do that, I am going to start moving towards the camp, but kind of backing towards it.
Okay. The side of the road seems clear. You don't see any movement happening.
Far side.
Yep. Far side. So you're backing up towards the camp now?
Essentially, or sidestepping as I'm keeping an eye on
Sure.
make sure nothing's coming up behind us.
Sure. Yeah, you get there without too much trouble. A couple of seconds. You catch up to them who are, actively investigating the camp. Turn back to you.
Once I see the crossbow bolt, I'm wondering, do we think could this be hunters from Krezk that are just kind of keeping the surrounding area clear?
That's a
Not
good
far.
point.
We're not far.
My first worry, honestly, was... Oh, never mind. We funeral pyred Esmeralda, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, never mind then. That is not my first worry.
Immediately out of frustration, like I'm looking around and seeing Kelsos walk over. I'm like, "Will somebody tell me what the fuck is going on with the bodies or the acorn or that weird guy that was sitting in the road?"
I'll go talk to Lysander. I have wolves give me the heebie-jeebies.
Okay, so you're walking away. Okay. Rivers will guard you, Darren, if you want to do something at camp for a moment, as Roderick heads back to the cart. You can tell Van Richten's very interested as well, so he kind of agrees with Lysander quietly, and yeah, we'll listen to whatever's being said.
Yes. I look back at Zora and say, "Hey, you want to come down here and see if you can help me find any tracks or anything as our ranger?"
Be right there.
Before Azora goes, like put my hand on the puppet, like the puppet stays.
Fine.
I just don't want to be left alone with the cart.
And a broken old man.
The broken old man.
True.
Roderick just went back to the car. You're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't leave me, guys.
So, Zora, you're heading out there to the camp?
Yeah, with one naked hand now.
Okay.
Two naked hands.
You make it
It's
out
really
there.
cold.
Roderick, you're filling in everybody with what you found out there?
Yes. Along with the reasons why I dislike wolves.
Okay. As you're talking, Van Richten listens carefully. You see him just sort of scratching his chin as he thinks about what you've seen out there. But he's not going to go out there right now. He's still pretty rough shape. Okay.
You need to do a perception check or anything for you?
Yeah, if you would like to look for tracks, it's going to be a survival check, I believe.
Survival.
When Zora approaches, I touch 2 fingers to my temple, make like a swirly symbol in the air, and like point it towards her, giving her guidance for her check. Ugh. I don't think the D4 is going to help, but you can try. Add a D4.
Okay, what do we get?
Hang on.
10.
Nope.
Wow.
Not much.
Not much. Yeah. You look around.
Apparently the puppet was looking this way before. So.
Yeah. You kind of search through. It's hard to, it's deep, dense woods. It rained yesterday, as you recall. It's just really hard to tell. There's lots of tracks here. I would say even with a 10, you can kind of confirm what Roderick said. Like, only one of them was involved in the combat. The other 2 never moved. I will confirm that.
I guess I can see any tracks that are not werewolf.
You see, you can confirm one set of tracks that are not werewolf, for sure. You can't make out where they came from or went to, but during the battle, that is relatively easy to see. And you see one set of what looks like very human, kind of smallish, definitely average to, low average humanoid boot prints.
Female, probably.
This is Doug's way of making up for the new Buffy show being canceled.
Hilarious.
Hillary the Werewolf Slayer.
I'm back. Sorry, I just got a wave of just real shittiness feeling, which was really weird and not usual. So had to go collect myself. So I think I'm all right though.
Okay.
If I pass out on stream though, someone call the police.
Okay, deal.
Hey, real talk. If you feel like you're gonna pass out, go ahead and lie down on the floor. That way you don't fall into your head.
For sure.
What you missed is you and Pat are out investigating in the woods, where what you found is 3 werewolf bodies. They look like they've been killed quickly and efficiently. 2 of them never even got up from their camp. The third put up a fight, from what you can tell. And that's where we left off. They were just
Who was the faceless person in the street?
They just disappeared.
Oh, okay.
We don't know
What's
anything
an
about them
acorn which Darren took?
Darren took the acorn. You guys are searching the little camp. It looks like a werewolf camp, and yeah, all 3 of them were killed very efficiently. One had their throat slit. One was shot by what looks like maybe a crossbow bolt right through the heart, and the other one was fought. Had a full encounter of some sort. Okay. Do you guys want to do anything else here? Any more conversation? Or?
So it's me and Roderick?
And
Checking
now
that out?
Cal Solis as well.
Oh, okay.
And
Roderick left. It's
And Zora.
you and me
Zora,
looking.
yeah,
Yeah,
Roderick left.
you and Zora looking.
Yeah.
Oh.
After Zora isn't able to say anything, can I do my own survival check?
Yep. Yeah.
See if I can see any other tracks myself.
Can I help him?
I would say since you already failed, I would say no. You can just roll.
No?
One.
Okay.
This will be like the advantage,
All right.
essentially. You each rolling half of it.
Okay, I'm gonna recast guidance on myself and
That is fine.
give it a go. Oh, that's a much better roll. For a total of 25.
Yeah, from what you can tell as you look, you are fairly certain there is only one set of human footprints of average size, and the footprints head north, further into the woods.
I'm just trying to take out all the werewolves before we can get our recruits.
There's only one. There's only one that we're supposed to be able to recruit, and he's in the he's in the dungeon of Strahd's castle. So I point out. I said, it looks like they're going north. And is that the same direction towards Kresik, or is that?
Kresik is due west.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're heading.
Go to Kresik, pick
They're
up the
heading
trail
this
all the way
way. These tracks are heading this way, further up to the north where I'm highlighting. Kresik is over here. You guys are like here.
Okay. Do we know of anything that's north of here?
The werewolf
Have we heard of
dens
anything?
are supposed to be
They're on
north.
this side. I thought they're-
Yeah, they're supposed to be
that's where it
north.
is.
Kind of Valaki, they were northwest, so somewhere in these mountains. You don't really know where, but somewhere.
You remember encountering anybody with Misty Step or could kind of pop into a werewolf den, pop, take them out with crossbow bolts and pop out again?
Yeah, but she's dead now.
Did we kill the thief that was Fiona's hired hand?
Yeah,
Or the
you
assassin?
didn't. He was dead inside the house.
Right. Yeah.
The bride took care of that, or Gandrick did.
Thank you.
So we've got a werewolf hunter hunting in the forests. But it's possible it's also a werewolf hunting our own people.
Yeah.
Could be that.
Either way, it's
These
not
were
Kresik.
alive.
That's where we're going.
We can come back if we need to.
I'm assuming the survival check weeded out like blade versus claw on the wounds on the werewolf, or like
you guys did a pretty
that's
good
not
medicine.
possible.
Yeah, you guys did a pretty good medicine check. You're fairly certain crossbow bolt for the one, some sort of a
Oh,
blade,
yeah, that's right.
not a claw, probably a blade of some sort that slit the throat of the one. The other one was beaten and stabbed in a fight, so many
Okay.
wounds.
Got it.
Probably not a claw. I would say. Based on the 19, you could roll out claw.
Good deal.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's just another option. I feel like we should continue under Krezik, but if we want to come back, there's something's hunting the werewolves. Their own.
It's in like these wolves on the
Yep.
map,
Yep.
or I'm pinging East and Krezik. All right, cool.
I'm gonna try to put another little note there, I guess, for you.
Werewolfing.
Now that
Werewolf crime scene.
everything is harder now on this front. See if I
You should, like, as you stand up, you should be like, classic werewolf on werewolf crime, and then, like, put your sunglasses on.
Exactly.
Dong dong.
Oops.
No, then, like, the Who start playing.
I've added a note on the map for you.
Oh,
Wrong show.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, David Caruso, not Ice-T.
Okay. Well, what do you guys want to do?
Go to Krezik.
I feel like we should get back on the road.
Krezik.
Krezik.
Krezik or bust.
Yep.
You all mount back up, sounds like. Continue on.
Do I have a puppet back now?
Oh, yeah, you can have the puppet back.
Thanks.
I just wanted someone to help keep lookout with.
Yep.
You're only a couple hours. You do manage, but with these horses that don't require rest and are very quick, you did cut a few hours off the trip. You're only probably another hour or two out of Krezik at this point. As you continue on, the rest of the road here is pretty much straight up, though. Like straight up, but very much an elevated ride at this point. And as soon as you really start getting going, within a couple of minutes, you can definitely feel the temperature starts dropping. The higher you climb, the colder it gets. And as the next really hour and a half, 2 hours go to finish this journey, it gets to becoming frigid.
I should got a werewolf cloak.
We should.
Jump down to the back of the cart so that I can have the cart kind of block out some of the wind.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Kind of change direction. Who's driving?
I would assume me and Roderick are.
Oh, you two still? Yeah, it's cold. As you make those last 2 hours, it is miserable. You feel kind of snow start coming down every once in a while. The wind starts whipping. It's a miserable, 2 hours as you make your way up this windy path up into the mountains to where the village of Krezik is. As you're approaching, you can see it's a very small village when it first comes into full view. You can see, a few dozen homes and small buildings. It's kind of on a flat, almost like a plateau up in the mountains. You can see a number of buildings. It is surrounded by a stone wall as you're approaching, and the architecture is completely different from the other two towns. So, Valaki's architecture was very different from Ravenspire's, or Barovia, whichever name you want to go by. And Krezik has entirely different architecture as well. It looks older, and you can definitely see like there is like snow resting on the wall, from pretty much snow that happens, looks like frequent. You can see it on some of the rooftops, but what catches your attention is a massive church. So behind this village, you can see the homes and small buildings and what have you as you're approaching. The church, there's another, it must be a church from the look of it, but you would think 50% church, 50% like fortress. It's massive. Two giant wings on either side
Like
of
a
it.
Gothic style, or
Yes, like a Gothic, church, but it definitely has a vibe of fortress on it, and you can see it's up in the hills above the village as you're approaching.
very so Gothic, like very pointy, kind of flying buttresses.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
And the middle has sort of a higher section, and you can see, even from here, you start to see the insignia of the Morning Lord, which you've seen at the other two churches in Barovia. You can see it in the distance as you approach.
I assume there's a gate that we have to pass.
Yep. The road goes straight up, kind of pulls off the main road, because the road keeps going further into what looks like the woods, kind of on the side of this mountain. But then you see the road kind of veers off, and goes straight up to a giant gate. And this is a giant wooden gate. You can't see through it. It's not like the bars that you had in Vallaki. It's an old like wooden, thick wood, ancient wood, oak doors on either side that looks like they come and open, double doors that open in or out. You can't tell which, but it's currently closed. And as you're approaching, you can see two what look like guards up on the wall watching as you approach. Darren, did you get your sound figured out? Check.
Phew.
We've had nothing but technology issues today. Okay. Keep going for the moment. That's what you see. You two riding in the front. I need you both to make a Constitution save.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm just... Well, not a great roll, but I got a 16.
Where did my encounter go?
Ooh.
I got a 14, I think.
Okay. You both save. That was to check to see if you took on a level of exhaustion just from being out in the cold without any cold weather gear that entire time. Without any real
As I feel
cold
it
weather
testing
gear.
me, scoot a little closer to Lysander, like close the distance.
Yeah. You roll up, and you all see these two guards. They both approach kind of towards they're up on top of the wall. It's that tall. It's a good 12, 15-foot wall. Room for people to walk back and forth. No real protection up there. They're just kind of out and exposed, but the two of them walk towards the gate and kind of holding, one has a spear, the other has a bow drawn. You bring the cart right up. They do not open the gate as you approach.
Bring the cart to a stop as though like they're gonna probably send somebody out to check it out or whatever.
Hey, who goes there?
Refugees from Vallaki.
I don't know if this is going to go well or not. My internet's going, but
Refugees? We haven't had anybody up here from Vallaki in a long time. What brings you here?
Well, Vallaki's not there anymore.
What? What does that mean? The fuck are
What
you
word
on about?
didn't you understand?
That's what he says. What the fuck are you on about?
What did he say?
What the fuck are you on about there? Vallaki's not there. What happened? What are you talking about?
Town's been decimated.
What? The whole town?
Yeah, like that's totally unreasonable. Wait. Yes, the whole town was decimated. Fiona, what was her last name? Like Von
Wachter.
Trupp or whatever.
Wachter.
Wachter. Fiona Wachter went insane.
Who the fuck's that?
The lady who destroyed Vallaki.
Looks at him. He looks at the guy next to him. He just kind of shrugs. Well, we're not taking any new guests in Krezik. Turn back.
How far away is this person?
They're up on the wall, about 15 feet up. Anybody can respond. You all hear this conversation happening, whether you're in the cart or not. You can get out if you wish. I would say Van Richten, under his breath, will make a comment. Yeah, these Krezik, they're always paranoid. Always have been.
What? I whispered to him.
Everything. They're isolationists. Darren, is your
Look,
sound
we're not
working
going to
now?
be staying long. We just need to shelter from the cold, and then we'll be leaving the next day. We're not staying.
Discord just took a total crap. Everything cut out. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe took off the headphones, everything else. I heard nothing from the point that we left.
Okay. I'll catch you up in
The
a second
camp.
here. So, actually, I'll just catch you up now. You guys made it up the way. It's freezing up here. I had the two driving the cart that are in the wind make a survival check or a con save to see if they were tired from freezing at this point. You see the village of Krezik. It is surrounded by about a 15-foot stone wall. New architecture, different from the other two. I'm giving you the fast version of what I described. It's a very small village. A couple dozen buildings that you can see, but what catches your attention as you guys approached is up in the hills above the village is a massive Gothic cathedral building that looks more fortress than church, probably 50-50, up in the hills, and you can see insignia of the Morning Lord on it. You guys arrived at the gate. They've currently said they're not taking on any visitors, and Drew's currently arguing with them, and that catches you up.
Real quick. On the way, I wanted to do a ritual identify on the acorn.
Oh, okay. Let me finish this conversation so I don't lose my place in the conversation, and then we'll come back to that.
Okay. Well, if we're at the here point, what are they arguing? Sorry, because I might want to interject depending on.
They said they're not letting any visitors in. Drew basically said that we're refugees from Vallaki. The town's been destroyed, and they said to turn around and leave. That's where we left off.
I'm assuming I can hear all this inside the cart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop out of the cart and pull out the necklace of the Morning Lord that I acquired off someone, I forget, and I say, we are devout followers of the Morning Lord. You must let us in. And I hold it up to them so they can see it.
Reach in my bag and shove a roll in my mouth.
As you start to get out, you hear some conversation for sure. Like, oh, there's more of them in there. What the hell? How many of you's in there? And then you kind of move around and you start to say that. Give me a persuasion check with advantage from Drew as you're both talking with them, trying to convince them. But that is worth a roll because they see that.
Okay. 17. Damn good. I'm probably the best persuasion check I'm ever going to roll. 14 or 15.
Yeah, as you say that, they definitely see the necklace. Are you here for the Abbot?
We are, in fact. We're old friends with the Abbot.
You see the two of them
Don't
look at
say
you.
that. I don't say that.
As soon as you say, yes to the Abbot, you see the two of them kind of look at each other, and no insight check needed. You all see that they both get nervous. Like, very well. We'll open the gate. No causing no trouble here, though.
Right, you'll know better.
The curtains.
Good thing I double checked my long list of crap that I have acquired along the journey for this.
Good call.
Hop back in.
Open the gate. You hear him yell, and the two giant doors, as they open out. They push out. You can tell they're designed for not allowing people in siege. Thank you is the word I was trying to get to. Thank you, Drew. You see the doors push out. As they do, you can see it takes 4 people to open it, and you see there's 2 guards on either side pushing these 2 giant gates open, and there is a large, metal rod that's been propped up as they push these 2 things open. As soon as it's totally clear, the one of the 4 kind of stops and kind of waves you in, letting the rest of the 3 finish opening the gates. Come on now, quickly now!
hit the reins and go in.
He looks as you're coming in. He kind of looks at the horses, looks at the cart. Hey, isn't that Esmeralda's cart? Is she with you?
No, and just keep going.
Nope.
Kind of scratches his head for a minute.
I didn't even have to eat a roll on that one.
As the cart, trops in. As soon as you're past, they start closing the door as quickly as possible and closing the gate behind you. Pull up the map of Krezek real fast so I can describe it. No. Lines, no. Tower, no. Perez, no.
We need to get some coats while we're here.
Indeed.
Super
It is
chilly.
frigid. It is probably 20 degrees as you come in.
Doug, I live in Chicago. That is like jacket weather here.
Yeah, okay. The fortified village, I'm going to read what the book has, just to make sure I don't miss anything here. The fortified village of Krezek lies near the edge of Strahd's domain, and a wall of mist that marks the border of Barovia clearly just above the tree line and to the south and to the north and west. Yet even here, there is no escaping the vampire. Blah 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 blah. I'm trying to look for description, not candidness here. Right here we are. Within their walls, you can see trees. It's kind of like a forest. It's kind of built in around this kind of the edge of the woods. That's sort of been walled in, kind of all throughout. You can see there is a large lake inside the village. From here, you can see it's like basically straight across the village. You can see this relatively large lake within the confines of the walls. And basically, you just see a couple of roads, one that leads north, and you can just see a little kind of... Actually, let me just color it out for you. Let me just bring it up on the map here, instead of me trying to describe it. Here we are. Let's see, we're on Curse, and this is the village of Krezek. This is the structure of what looks... Yeah. I don't know if that actually worked. Configure. Do I need to
Got
turn
the gatehouse.
Gatehouse.
Yeah, you can just see the gatehouse, it looks like. I'm going to turn off token vision. Sorry, journal entry, basics. Where the hell is token vision? There it is. Turn that off. Boom. Now you should see the whole thing. Yep, so you guys are at S2, kind of coming in up the side roads. You can kind of see that there's just a number of roads that kind of lead throughout this tiny little village. You can see up on the hills this giant fortress-like cathedral. It almost looks like, two parts of a wing and a large kind of middle kind of stone section between these two large cathedral-esque buildings. That is what you currently see. You can get the intention that it is pretty small. Trying to see if there's any other keynotes I want to look at. So looming high above Krezek is the Abbey that you can see, this giant structure. Let's see, that's stuff you wouldn't know. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's really all it talks about. You see these small rows of homes. They're all little tiny one-story buildings covered in snow on the rooftops. And then a little road that leads up into the hills, up towards the giant church.
It does have the elevation on the map.
It does. Yeah, it does. Doesn't... Yes, it does. I see it up there in the top. So you guys are just right there near the gatehouse. What would you like to do? It is late. It is evening for sure. It is now probably 6, 7 o'clock. The sun is almost setting. And the village at this hour is pretty quiet from what you can tell. You're just right at the edge, but you don't see a lot of movement. You see a lot of lights on in homes already. You see a lot of fire. You smoke. You can smell smoke coming from every house. They all have fires lit inside, and you just smell the crisp air. It feels like winter, and fire pits, lit throughout this little village. And otherwise, it looks pretty quiet. There's a little snow, and you can see footprints in the snow in places on the ground.
This place is cozy as hell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say it's funny. We're here to see the Abbot. We've got to get to him right away. All right, let's find a fucking shop that we can sell this cursed magical sword at.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I just don't want to be taking like levels of exhaustion while we're here. And then, yeah, like let's look for a shop or a tavern, something.
Okay. You guys headed?
Does what's his name know the abbot? He does, right?
Van Richten?
Henrik.
Yeah, I have met the Abbots a few times. Yes.
Might be best to let Van Richten do some of the talking to help smooth things over.
I'll do my best. I mean, are you telling him what happened? Would you have told him that along the way?
I thought we told him. I thought we told him that when we talked about coming here.
You might have. Yeah, it's been.
I think we did.
Yeah, I will do my best, for sure, to do that. Also, Darren, I owe you an identify check.
Yes.
I gotta read identify real fast.
Same thing as what Drew just used on them.
I'm aware, but I just want to reread it real fast.
You need to tune to it. Do you have any charges? Yeah.
Yep. I'm reading. Do it now. This is, from what you can tell, it is magical. It has the ability, from what you can tell, it is some sort of communication device. There is a spell imbued in it that seems like message, basically. Similar to message. It is not exactly message, but there is some sort of communicative property to this object. Beyond that, it doesn't really meet any standard magical items. There's something raw and natural about it. It is not a typical magic item. It is something natural in nature and derived of magic.
Is it like a burner phone where you like open it up?
Maybe.
Pager.
Is it something you have to attune to? Is
Yes.
it like
Yes,
is
it
it
has to be attuned to. Yeah.
Okay. And can I tell, does it have charges or anything like that? Is it just
Nope. Doesn't seem like it does.
Unlimited text and talk.
Yep.
is it cursed?
It is not cursed.
Unlike the one that
Hold on, I gotta take this call. I'll be back. You never come back.
It turns you into an acorn.
cursed.
It turns you into an acorn.
Requires an hour of attunement.
Yeah. Remind me, what is message? I don't remember what message does.
It's basically a communication spell.
26 words.
Yeah, it's basically the ability to communicate. It's something similar to that.
Yeah.
What did you say, Drew?
It's like you can send messages, but it's like 26 words or less, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can send and receive with message.
Medieval pager.
That's right.
Let's see. What is it?
But it's got what is that fucking like dial 9 or whatever the shit where you gotta like press. It doesn't have a keypad. You gotta press 7 3 times.
Anyways, so you're looking for some sort of an inn or shop or both?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you head in. What you can tell is as you approach, right up the road, you've got a couple of small buildings to your right when you first kind of leave the guard post. Where it lists S3 kind of on the map, you can see what looks like a larger, probably the largest of the buildings. Looks like a nice home. There's one light on upstairs on it. Most of the other buildings are more well lit as you start to approach, kind of around this initial bend. But it definitely looks like the biggest home that you can see in your immediate vicinity, besides the giant, chapel up there. And then on the other side of it, down this street, as you kind of get views down that street, you can see what looks like an inn. You can see a small, flat building. It's a little bit wider than the others. You can see a front porch, and there is a sign up on the front of it that you can see.
What does the sign say?
Pulling my notes up. Sorry, I was trying to stall while I looked at my notes on that. All right, here.
No admittance except on party business.
Live prude girls.
All right, let's go in.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right, didn't have my notes even pulled up for tonight. All right, one note. Here we are. Okay. All right. It is a small little lodge. What is the name of it? Shit. Did I even give it a name? Hang on.
Twisted Pike.
I was gonna say that.
I may not have. Weird. I guess I didn't. And I'm looking through all my notes. I didn't give it a name. It's a small inn. I will give it a random name real fast. Called the... Oh, let's see. The Inn of the Misty Mountain. Why not?
Sure.
You're up on
That's
a foggy
actually pretty
mountain.
badass.
Inn of the Misty Mountain. Sure. Nice random generated name, quickly.
Okay, that spot looks nice.
Lights are lit. Again, there's just no one out in the streets. There are a couple of guards that you can see moving just up and down one or two of the streets. They are single guards. You don't see even groups of guards. You see one guard down one street, one guard down another street. They have little lanterns, spears, and they're just making their way. They're definitely kind of eyeing you as they kind of some to approach, but nobody's really taking any movement towards you currently.
Okay.
Yep.
I would say, look, we definitely need a room to stay, so let's try to do that first. And then we at least have someplace warm to stay, and then if we need to get a shop in the morning, we've got that covered.
Esmeralda and I have stayed in the Abbey before. He may allow that as well, if you wish.
Isn't that guy crazy?
No, that's the
Crazy?
wizard.
That's the
This guy's a fascist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little difference, but still a difference nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, it's a flavor thing.
Would you like to take, you want to head over there, or? But yeah, he would Van Richten would definitely say that. I've stayed at the Abbey before. That might be an option as well if you prefer.
Yeah, we could go there, see how it goes, and then if he's like, "Fuck you guys," we could go get a room at the end.
Well, I'm sure if he's like, "Fuck you guys," we're gonna be out of this city.
Yeah, we'd probably have to leave. A gentle "fuck you guys," like you can't stay here.
There's levels.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How loud was the fuck? How loud was it?
Sorry, having a sleepover already. Can't have any more friends over.
I'm down. Roll up and
let's go to the
see
Abbey.
what he's got to say.
What do you want to do? Straight to the Abbey? For now?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the direction, you pass that little side street and make your way up the main road, which you get a much bigger view of the Abbey as you approach. Some things will be noticed. As you get that much closer, up on the Abbey wall, you can see what looks like people up on the walls itself, because it is like a full fortress wall. You can see there's room to walk up there, kind of similar to the walls of this structure. You get the impression, based on the architecture, like maybe this was at once like a castle or some sort of a fortress, and then it got turned into potentially a church, because it seems to be almost connected to the kind of infrastructure of the walls and the protection of this little village. But you can see dark shapes up on the wall, about a half dozen of them, standing silently up on the walls. As you're moving past there, as the sun is still just starting to set, you really just see shadows up in the hills there. You start to hear the occasional, and I mean this literally, screams. A blood-curdling scream pierces the night as you're moving past it. You just kind of, and it sounded like it came from inside. One followed by a second, and then all goes quiet.
Must be a play.
I've heard women scream like that when they have babies, but
One was female, one was male. It sounded like, and Van Richten
Definitely
will,
me.
seeing you kind of tense up and kind of listening. You just hear him say, "Pay that no mind."
look at him. Just stare at him.
Sacrifices? Ask him.
No, nothing of the sort. You
Spousal
saw
dispute?
you spoke of the creatures that you attacked and killed. There are more of them inside the abbey. They are quite mad. Be mindful. They will do no harm as long as you do not threaten them. As long as we are under the protection of the abbot. But there are many of them, those creatures, inside the abbot. Or inside the abbey, excuse me.
He's talking about the party we waylaid on the road.
Yeah, they were like mongrel-looking creatures. They were like
Yeah, that's
human,
right.
half, some sort of weird half-breed creatures.
Oh, right. Yep, got
Yeah,
it.
there were 6 of them. That's why you attacked them. There were 6 of them and 2 priests.
They looked evil, right? They looked like, well, not
They sure
evil,
did.
but
Yeah.
They looked not friendly.
that's fair.
They were really not friendly when we started to attack them.
True.
Yeah, that's
Assuming you keep going, the thing keeps winding around. You see below you as you go up this little hill, the lake, and I would say as you look down on the lake, it's almost dark by the time you make it up to the side of this hill. It's the sun is starting to set. There's a calm about the lake. You all feel it. Something calm about it. Feels peaceful. You bend around and continue making your way up the sides. Before you ultimately kind of come up to this far side, you see of this gatehouse, another giant set of gates that is currently closed. And you see a single lone figure standing in front of the gates. There's a small chair sitting there, a little fire, like a little fire pit, like a little basin fire pit there, with little just small tinders going. You see him sitting there next to it as the cart approaches. He stands. You see a kind of white, dirty white cloak, human male, probably in his 30s, bowl cut hairdo, very Friar Tuck kind of look to it as you approach. Picks up a lantern as you approach. Van Richten will kind of make his way to the front of the cart, out the window. Good evening. Bit late to be visiting the Abbey this evening. May I ask who you are? Van Richten doesn't wait. He immediately jumps in. It's Van Richten. Please let us in. We must speak with the Abbot immediately. It's important. Van Richten, it has been some time since we've seen you. Yes. Is Esmeralda with you? I wish to speak with her. afraid not. She has fallen. Things are happening quickly. We must speak with the abbot now. Yes. As you wish. You see him kind of just move towards the gate and pulls out a large, literally a giant key ring. You see him kind of open these two giant doors, unlocks it, and pulls one side open. Not nearly as thick before. The main fortress door was probably 8 inches thick of straight wood. This is probably just a small ornamental door. It could hold up against a small siege, but it's definitely not functional for long siege war. But he opens it and opens the second one for enough room for the cart to go in, and you're able to enter into the courtyard of the abbey. He'll walk in with you and close the gate behind him. As you come in on this far side, what you see as you approach.
We're bringing the whole cart in, right?
Yeah, he'll bring the whole cart in. There's really you see it's really just one giant building with this stone wall. You don't really see a place to house horses and whatnot. So you see he kind of directs you off to the side, kind of over here to this kind of section, kind of directs you there, and please this way. And leads you.
Well, the horses will disappear.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Van Richten just sort of motions to follow. Tell him, just to follow where he tells you to go, and brings you over to the side. Van Richten hops out of the cart, slowly, carefully, still injured.
Yeah, help him. I was going to say, help him out of the cart. Give him some assist on the movement.
Sure. As you look out, as he's getting out of the cart, you'll note that this entire side of the abbey is a graveyard. You can see it's pitted with graves that carry from that kind of front side of this building all the way around to the side, to the far side of just probably a dozen, maybe 2 dozen. Probably 2 dozen gravestones throughout. He waits till you're all off the cart, assuming everybody's getting off.
Yeah, hop off.
Okay. He starts making his way to the front of the front gate. What looks to be another set of gates. These gates are open. As he approaches, you can tell they're large wooden doors. One of them is kind of propped open. And at this point, I would say another set of screams, of these inhuman screams, kind of pierces the night. You hear a couple of them. As you walk in, there is... Yeah, that's what you hear. Up on top of the wall, you can see a number of figures. There are 3 figures looking down on these sets of doors as he walks you basically down this little road right here towards the middle of this building. You can see 3 figures up on the wall here, just looking silently down on you as you approach.
Can we make them out at all?
With a perception check, you sure can.
I'd like to do that as well.
Are they looking down on us like they're judging us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my follow-up question.
That's exactly right. It's a PC DC 12.
Nice.
21, 18, 25.
Yeah. They are clearly, as you approach them, scarecrows.
What?
They are
Like
not
the same
moving.
ones?
Scarecrows.
They are not moving.
They're not
They are
moving.
just like propped up armor, and they look like scarecrows.
Someone's sitting up there going, "Yeah, Adam."
No, I think they're actually down there sleeping or taking hits from a joint or something like that. These scarecrow things are working great.
Were the ones on the other side moving, Doug?
They looked pretty still when you were coming up the hill.
Okay.
They have a similar shape now that you see them up close, for sure. I'm going to
Got it.
activate this map just for color purposes. Ground reactivate.
I gotta go grab a pair of socks. My toesies are really, really cold because it's really, really cold right now.
I hear that.
Warm them
Keep those
toesies.
toesies warm, yeah.
There we go. Turn off token vision. Boom. This is a better look of what it looks like. As you're approaching,
Nice.
it's flipped opposite of for some reason on the map. I don't know why. So you're coming in from this side now. Why they did it backwards? Never understood. But yeah, you see them up on this wall, kind of up here, as you're approaching the gate, and to your left, you can see a garden. It's clearly a garden. You can see rows of plants and foodstuffs and fruits and just a vegetable garden of some sort. You can see more of the scarecrows kind of mixed in as well. But the gate is open, and he just kind of pushes it aside, and he walks in. He continues to hold this lantern, to make sure it's clearly visible. You see a well in the middle, and you're basically in a courtyard within the walls of the structure as he walks you through. And again, assuming everybody's walking in, leading you past. And this is where things kind of take a turn. As you look around the room, look around the courtyard, you can see a couple of things that are maybe disconcerting to the casual kind of eye. There are a number of posts kind of staked into the ground, and you can see chains kind of hanging down from them. There's nothing chained to them, but there appears to be like chaining posts scattered throughout the courtyard. And then all around the edges of it, these small little, what look like small, tiny little buildings on the map, little rooms, are fenced in, sort of with metal, like almost like prison grates. They look like chicken coops. However, inside them, you see those mongrel creatures inside each one each, in these little tiny little cells. Looks like they're converted chicken coops.
A little barbaric.
Yeah, so you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 of them scattered throughout the courtyard in these little cages. The priest takes no mind to them. You hear a couple of them yipping, and a couple of them make out, and one of them lets out a cry, a scream as you approach. He pays no attention to them. He just keeps walking silently through this courtyard in the night air as you hear these screams. And they're just outside in the cold. Because it
Question.
is still very cold out here. The wind has been knocked down by the walls, but it's still pretty chilly out here.
You said there are 12 in these cages?
Yep.
How many scarecrows do we see?
You saw 3 on each side of the wall. So 6 total. And then there's a couple more scattered. You saw 2 more maybe in the, I believe there's 2 in the, depicted officially in the garden.
Okay.
No scarecrows in the courtyard.
Okay.
You see doors leading into the left long chambered section, but he's moving to the right towards the smaller of the 2 buildings, this way. And he walks you to that area. Anybody saying or doing anything, or are you just taking it all in? Van Richten is very quiet during this period. He's staying right behind the guy, but he's just making his way silently through this little courtyard.
I'm taking it all in.
Okay.
For me.
It's pretty ominous as you walk through. Very, very surrounded. Very, if these creatures all attacked, you fought them. They were not, extremely lethal, but they took a beating, before they went down. So, you were currently surrounded by these things.
They were walking freely, right? With that group, they weren't
They sure were.
Okay.
Darren, they sure were. He walks you down this little side road, though.
I'll just say this, for the record, Lysander is wondering if these things are afflicted with some sort of condition that is affecting or a spell, a curse, something that's being passed on to them or whatever, and they're actually guards that used to work here.
Maybe. You thinking that out loud, or are you saying that out loud?
I'm just thinking that above table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. I love it. I love hearing what you guys are thinking. So we know what Lysander's on his mind as he walks through, and that's I've highlighted in green the path he sort of takes, so you can kind of see where you're being walked to. And he walks you to that door, and he speaks for the first time since directing you to your spot. He's been quiet this whole way. The Abbot is in the main chamber. This way, and he opens the doors. It's not a double door, but it's a single door. But it reminds you kind of like the big doors, like at the Sacred Heart Church. He kind of pulls it open. Large wooden handles opens to, and you see this huge open, what looks like probably would have been a church, but instead you can see a large table is. A large, giant table with a dozen seats around it. A large hearth over to the side, and you get the impression this would have been like a chapel, but you see no sign of an altar. Definitely has that chapel-y vibe to it. It looks like it's been converted into this huge sitting area. The large table, chairs are all around it. The hearth is burning, just torches lit in the four corners that well light the room, and a huge candelabra over the table, lit with over 24 candles, all glowing brightly. Over the hearth is a circular icon of the Morning Lord that's sitting over the fireplace. There are giant stained glass windows on either side, steps that go up, steps that go down to your left and right, as he brings you in. And in the center of the room, sitting at this chair, kind of just middle of the table somewhere, you see a figure sitting there. He looks taller than your average human, probably 6'8", 6'9". He's a basketball player. Sitting at the table, he looks tall over the table. He's reading a book of some sort as you enter. And to his right, standing by the hearth, are two what looks like priests. One you recognize, and the other you do not. Both dressed in the similar white, kind of just basic robes. No sign of his wings. They came out in the middle of the fight. They're all covered, but you recognize the angel you fought on the right, and then another what looks very similar to his left. And that's what you see in the room. And he looks up as soon as you guys approach. The priest that walked you in does not follow. As soon as you're in, you hear the door close behind you.
Oh, tell him thank you. Oh, well, he's gone.
And this person looks up from his table. Good evening. Welcome to the Abbey of St. Markovia, he says.
This guy's not a real abbot, is he?
Doug, I hate to do it, man, but I'm gonna have to recap. I'm feeling like hot garbage.
Yeah,
I got to roll.
I get it.
Sorry, dudes.
Feel better.
Good man.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you
take it
soon.
easy.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna do something real fast. Actually, it works out fine. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, he looks up. Welcome to the Abbey of St. Markovia. Come in. Deep voice.
Don't make the first move forward.
I think we're waiting for what's his name to. He's here. He's taking the lead. So Van Richten.
As much as I don't want to talk to myself a bunch, but yeah, he will step in, kind of push his way forward. Abbot, he kind of gives a half, kind of cordial bow. It is pleasant to see you again. Indeed, it has been some time. He motions for you all to come in. Please, you have nothing to fear from me. I am well
Is it warm
aware.
here?
It's very warm in here. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Probably like 60 degrees. The heat's from all the fires is warming it to at least a manageable level. I will note, Darren, is you've walked in churches before. Usually, when you walk into a church, there's a feeling of being in a church. It's just a vibe, a magical essence, a reverberation. There is no sign of that here. This place is empty, devoid of that holy feeling. You don't get any sense of that here.
Even with the big holy symbol above the hearth.
Even with the big holy symbol above the hearth.
Did we get a sensation? I don't remember if this was true or if I'm making it up, but did we get a sensation of like calm, serenity, or like peace when we were in the church in
Valaki?
Yeah, in Valaki.
Yeah, there's always that feeling of like reverence, and it's just there at the base. Now in Valaki, when the bones were there, you felt that holy, just beacon. That's definitely not here, but even that normal reverence of being in a church just feels devoid of that. As you
Like it's been
enter.
deconsecrated?
Yeah, like it's not a consecrated place. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
Okay.
You have nothing to fear from me. I am well aware of what happened. He looks
Let
up
my
at
shoulders
me.
fall down.
Brother Maynard told me everything.
I give him a nod.
May have
To the-
killed
to
you,
the-
but I brought you back.
That's right. I may have killed you, but I did bring you back. I give him the nod, not the abbot per
Sure.
se.
Yeah. You've made it through the mists. That alone speaks well of you. Do you enter further in? Van Richten will start moving in and kind of take a seat at the table at this point.
Is there food on the table?
There is not food on the table at current.
Ew.
It's just a big, giant, long, empty table. I mean, it's like 30, 40 feet long. It is huge.
So
I
when he says we don't have anything to fear, can I tell if he's being serious?
Would
Do
you
I
like
need
to
to
insight
roll?
check
Like,
that?
is it
You may certainly insight
Sure,
check
just-
that if you wish.
just to be safe? Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that was a damn good inside check. That'd be a 30.
What?
I rolled an 18 with my plus 12.
Fucking plus 12. What the?
It's that
I have a
rogue.
lot of. I have.
No,
I have. I have a lot of wisdom. I have multiple expertises. That happens to be one of them. Knowledge
Okay.
cleric, rogue.
So, anybody else that wants to inside
30.
check that you can, please let me know if you do. I will tell you,
Damn,
Darren.
another good roll. Damn, 26. 26 and 30.
Just don't trust this
Don't
guy
miss-
at all.
We get in on this too. Insight, you said?
Yep.
Insight,
Yep.
yep.
Ooh, I thought you had a
18.
17.
Oh, I thought it was an 18 too.
So 15,
good roll.
26, 30. Pat, are you inciting that or no?
Oh no! There's zero trust. There's zero
You
trust.
just don't trust him in general. Fine. And Rivers will make an insight check as well. He rolled a 16 plus 7. So,
Nice.
yeah,
We're an
you
insightful bunch.
get no impression of like that's a direct lie, but there is many reservations around this person as he speaks. You get he is very guarded and definitely speaking carefully in his responses. It's not a lie detector. Insight's not a lie detector. You don't sense him like a lie, but there is more there. Whatever it is, he's being very careful and choice in his words. But you do not get a sense of immediate peril from his like, oh, that's an ominous, sarcastic, I'm going to kill you. But there's something buried there, the way he's speaking. Something uncomfortable as he talks. Get back to my notes. Barovia does not welcome the living kindly. It tests them and bends them. Has the mists of Barovia changed you yet?
Pepper
Solid
roll
maybe.
in my mouth. But do actually get nervous when he says that.
I say ever so slightly, speaking for myself, with my new crystals and
Yeah,
you know.
you're glowing. He's. I would say. Yeah, I forgot. That's very visual. He's probably looking at you when he says that.
Yeah.
Very specific.
I think we'd all be looking at Kelsolis when Kelsolis when he says that.
That's right.
Sorta.
Yeah,
That's right.
some of us more than most.
Yeah, some more than others. I'll follow Van Richten forward, and
Van Richten's
we'll
such a
say
crossroad.
to as we approach, I will say and apologies again for the unfortunate incident that did occur. I'm glad to see you doing well. I say to what did you say his name was?
Brother Maynard.
The
Yes,
Maynard,
Brother Maynard.
the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
Yes, that is where the name came from.
Yeah.
Brother Maynard. He looks at you when you say that. I would like to know, where's everybody else? So you walked up with Van Richten. Van Richten sat down. Just for my own color, where's everybody else? What's everybody doing from a positioning perspective? Coloring out what you guys kind of... Are you sitting down at the table? Are you standing up? Are you moving around? What does this look like for each of you?
I'm kind of standing behind Lysander, probably.
Okay, Lysander, where are you going then?
Oh, Lysander is as they're walking in, and Lysander sees there's a fire. They are both like shaking off the snow off, off their cloak, walking towards the fire, and then under Lysander's breath, they will cast prestidigitation and like basically clean off all the dirt off their body.
Okay.
Kind of instant.
So you're gonna stand by the
instant
fire.
bath.
Yeah, instant bath, stand by the fire, kind of get warm. So you'd be
Right.
right next to Brother Maynard or the other one. Which one are you standing closer to?
Brother Maynard.
Okay, got it. Okay, so then Zora, you're gonna walk over there as well by the fire.
Yeah, but kind of keep a little casual distance.
Okay, got it. Roderick, what about you?
Did Calsolis, did you sit at the table or did you stay
I'm
standing?
standing behind, like sort of to like on its shoulder, essentially.
Then
Standing
stand up.
behind him.
Yeah, stand opposite shoulder behind him, next to Cal.
Rivers will take a seat at the head of the table at the far north side, just kind of pulls the chair out and sits down in his black armor, looking ominous. And okay. I understand what happens. Not everyone can look past their misconceptions and perceptions and look past their own hatred and their own hatred and evils in their hearts. That's what he would say to you. Not everyone.
Is that why those ones are in the chicken coop?
You say that?
Yes, I do.
He raises an eyebrow when you say that. They are perfectly well kept. But those are some of my more troubling subjects.
You're right. Those must have been screams of joy that I heard.
They are quite disturbed, my young friend, he says carefully. It is for their own safety and those of the others in the Abbey. But I can assure you they are well cared for.
Visibly look around and say, this doesn't feel like an abbey.
You say that out loud?
To him. Oh, yeah.
This is
Zero trust.
This was an abbey for hundreds of years before I came here. When I arrived, the abbey was in disrepair. There was no priest here. I was sent by the Morning Lord himself to cleanse this land. I am the last light of hope in the darkness of Barovia. But no, this is no longer an abbey, so to speak. He looks around the room when he says that. This is my fortress, where I make war against Strahd.
How exactly are you making war against Strahd?
It does seem like you're hiding up here.
Preparing would be more apt. But that's not why you came here, is it? He looks at you, Cal Solis, when he says this.
I mean, to an extent it is.
You've come for something, have you not? Let us not mince words.
We were definitely sent here, or we were put on the path to come here, also to make war with Strahd. Madame Ava spoke to us of some sort of relic that would help us in that endeavor.
Yes, I'm sure.
I sort of like look. I look at Van Richten and kind of see if he'll chime in. But go ahead.
Before he can, he responds, "Oh, I'm well aware of who sent you. Madame Ava and her ill-conceived plan to rid this place of Strahd is both pointless and unnecessary. Strahd cannot be destroyed. He cannot be killed. I came here 500 years ago. I walked into the very heart of Castle Ravenloft. I stabbed that creature through his chest, only to watch him rise again, more powerful than the last." He gets quiet, like he's remembering. He kind of closes his eyes for a moment. No, Madame Ava's pointless crusade to destroy Strahd is ill-conceived. But I am sure she sent you here. Strahd cannot be destroyed.
We're already aware of that.
Good. Then you must know by now that Strahd cannot be destroyed. He must be controlled. We must rid this place of his entertainment, his creatures, the hellhole he's created. We must. When a forest, he kind of thinks through this. When a forest becomes unmanageable, it must be tamed from time to time, burned out, manicured, if you will. That is where I come in.
You're muted, Pat.
Flare my nostrils, but not on purpose, as like a twitch of being about to be pissed off.
That is where I come in.
So what is it?
He says.
What is it you're doing exactly?
Ridding this place of his machinations, his creatures, his foul oppression he has placed on this land. He stands up when he says this. Finally, kind of stands up, and he is a good almost 7 feet tall. When he stands, he looks definitely doesn't look human. He looks human, but he definitely doesn't look like the humans you've seen here. And Van Richten told you he's a celestial. I mean, he made that very clear.
That's right.
He kind of stands up. No, I have been very busy here. Though I must admit, my work has not gone as planned. I regret what I've done to the people of this abbey. You can tell he looks at you, Lysander, when he says that, like he's answering the question you asked a moment ago. They are soldiers. Yes, but my children, they are soldiers, is how he would say it. But they are quite mad, unfortunately. But even all weapons can be controlled with the right hand. We must defeat Strahd through his creatures. We must destroy his creatures. We must destroy his ability, he says, to torture these people of Barovia. We must make Castle Ravenloft the prison that the great powers once wished it to be. That's what he says as he kind of walks around the room, just kind of takes a couple steps, kind of expounding to the room.
So what is this relic that Madame Ava sent us here to find? And what is it that she expected us to be able to do with it to help with what she thought?
It is a powerful item. I've carried it for 2 centuries now. It was given to me by a priest of Vallaki, descendant of Father Lucian there. It is a great, powerful relic that harms undead just by the very look of it. Strahd fears it. And yes, I have it, he says nonchalantly.
Would you be willing to let us use it to help with your fight? While you're fighting his creatures out here, we can take the battle to him. And maybe if you can take out his creatures, we can take him out. We can possibly find a way to end him for good.
I wish that were possible. He cannot be undone. He is the anchor to this world. No, I'm afraid that is not the right path. Besides, you wish to kill him so you can leave, correct? Leave this hellhole.
We wish to free the people of this world and then leave.
Admirable, of course. Impossible, however. Still, he looks at you, looks back, turns around. He's kind of at the head of the table now, kind of near Rivers, kind of turns. That might be possible. If you can help me, perhaps I will help you.
What is it you need help
with what?
You saying that, does Roderick finally speak?
Yeah. With what?
I mean, if you put up some tapestries, maybe a flower pot over there.
Maybe if you just started praying to the Morning Lord, it might actually feel like a church or temple, something.
He looks at you when you ask that, and you and Kelsolis, who had kind of together said, with what? Kind of at the same time.
We know how this works.
One of my children.
If you say cart, I'm walking.
Yes, I have a cart.
You already stole that
You're
cart.
free.
That was his cart, to be fair.
Right. This is for another one. I'm done.
I'm out. One of my children has gone missing. She was the best. A finely tuned weapon against Strahd. She's gone mad. She's escaped. If you could help me find her, then yes, I think I would be willing to part with the relic, as ill-advised as it is. I'm afraid it will just get you killed if you attempt to use it against Strahd, but it's no matter. If you can help me, prove that you are truly capable, then yes, I'd be willing to give it to you.
Is your wayward child more of the human type or more of just kind of like nod backwards towards the cages on the other side of the door?
She is more human, yes.
I think we may have seen her handiwork on the way here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did she happen to take a crossbow from the armory that you're missing?
Yes.
We know where to start looking then.
Yeah.
Why is she hunting wolves, though?
She's doing what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Very, very, very literally. Why? You said she's quite mad. Why? What? And she's human. So what? What's her deal?
The process of creating these warriors is not perfect. And as he starts speaking, Zora, there's something in his words, his creations, something in it resonates with you. Just in the back of your mind. Good. I'm glad I didn't have to fully say it out loud, but yeah, you're definitely start getting like a tingle in the back of your mind, like this starting to feel kind of familiar.
Like crazy right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Get 8.1 earthquake.
Very good, very good. Yeah, you definitely get that impression. But yeah, he says, yeah, the ability, the process of creating these my children, these warriors, is not, unfortunately, is not perfect. That is the way of Barovia. Things twist, things alter in strange ways. It is the dark magics that hold this place together.
Do you want her returned or just...
She is confused. Bring my child back to me, yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you can think of that would help us get through to her, or is this a knock her out and drag her back sort of mission?
However you must, but bring her back alive.
I understand that part. I was pretty close.
Yeah, you were, but this was written like 6 months ago, so sure.
Unintentionally close. Is there anything that would get through to her? Like, is there anything that we could say to her that might break through her madness?
I do not know. I do not know what caused her to leave. She left.
At that, you might say, Lysander would probably look out the window and be like, maybe living accommodations.
You may not be wrong.
Yeah.
She left
The hospitality here seems amazing.
She left 3 nights ago, suddenly. I do not know why.
How did she get out?
She killed 2 of the sentries. Left through the front gate. She is quite strong.
She took down 3 werewolves by herself.
Can you give us a description?
She still has skills, isn't she?
She is... how tall are you, Lysander?
I think I'm like 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there.
She is... points at Lysander standing in the corner. Actually, Zora, how tall are you? Actually,
A lot less, like 5'1", 5'3", something like that.
oh, taller than you. Okay, yeah,
Like
you
5'7".
Yeah, you're like 5'7".
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would probably point at Lysander and suggest she is just slightly shorter than your friend here. He points at Lysander. You're standing as well, Darren. Yes, about your height. Yes. dark brown hair. She was wearing just a simple white, white nightgown when she left. Bright green eyes. Pale face. Scars. And as soon as she says this, Zora, you really something catches in the back of your throat. And a number of scars along her face and neck.
Huh.
He looks, I'd say at this point, he looks at you, Zora, when he says that.
I stare back at him. Try not to have any reaction on my face whatsoever.
I'm sure you must be tired. I have rooms available if you wish to stay here for the evening.
You have like earplugs too?
I'm afraid not. But you are more than welcome. He points to the stairs that lead up. But you are more than welcome. The screams seem to be coming from the courtyard, and probably based on when you were walking through the building, that further building, that longer building. You haven't heard them in here. It's pretty well isolated, and stone walls and what have you. You see him. He points to the stairs. You may use the rooms upstairs. He looks at Van Richten when he says this, as you have in the past. Van Richten will
I'm 4 foot tall, by the way.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, definitely taller than you. You're a small child.
Right.
She's about a teenage girl's height. Like I said, Darren wasn't far off. He would point to the stairs up above, that lead out of the chamber upstairs. When he says that, Van Richten would then look at you, Darren. He would kind of look up at you, like he's not going to make this decision because Doug's not going to decide things for the group. He would say, "Well, that's mighty generous of you," and then he looks at you, Darren, for into the group for a decision on that. Words hang.
Yeah, I kind of look around the room to see what the vibe is from the group.
Free room.
Yeah.
I say, yes. We would prefer one room for the lot of us. We like to hang out at bedtime.
Yes, there is. You may use the infirmary upstairs. He would tell you.
Yeah, it's not creepy as fuck.
That's
It's the room with all the needles and saws and sterile beds.
Yeah. Wait, that is above the other side. I'm sorry, this map is backwards ass on for me here. Let's see how this looks. Because that will matter, potentially. This is upper 4. 17. There's he kind of points up. There's plenty of room for all of you upstairs. Not in the infirmary, though. Sorry, that was on the other side of the had my map backwards. Yes, but there's plenty of room upstairs for bedrolls. If you'd like beds, we can take you across the courtyard to the infirmary. That's what he would say.
I'd say we don't want to go over there.
yes.
That's fine. We say that's fine. We'll stay here, upstairs, wherever.
Very good. You will do me a great service. You have traveled far.
Yes.
Would you like me to have refreshments brought?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well.
Wouldn't hurt.
Very
Turned out a good meal.
Very well. I will have food prepared and brought to you here in the main chamber. I will ask you to stay away from the ground floor across the way. More of my children are there. They may not take too kindly to visitors without myself or Brother Maynard with you.
Got it.
Please, make yourself comfortable. Brother Maynard will show you upstairs when you are ready. I mean, he just points to the stairs. It is generally an empty room. There's a couple of cots up there. I can bring bedrolls if you need them or have them delivered. We have supplies from the village. I will leave you to refreshments. Brother Maynard kind of nods, and you see the angel moves across the fireplace and speaks quick whisper to the other. You can hear bits and pieces of it. To bring up food from the cellar. Be quick about it, and show them up the stairs when they're ready. Yes, brother. He makes his way down the steps. The abbot stands up, or he was already standing, kind of looks at Brother Maynard, and he kind of joins him to his side. Please, I will leave you to rest. We will speak more in the morning.
Awesome.
With that, the two of them start walking out towards the main door. You guys came in, and the abbot will step out. We will speak in the morning. Good night. And Brother Maynard walks out with him. Within moments, you see the other priest bring up some foodstuffs. It's nothing fancy. A couple of drinks and just a real simple spread of like breads and just really non-cooked food. But simple, almost trail rations that looks like they've been taken from probably a travel shop. And they kind of set out some food and water and on the main table, and you see he just kind of, once he's done, he says, please, I will return in an hour or so to clean up and get you settled upstairs. He just kind of bows. He'll start to make his way out unless someone stops him.
No.
Okay, he leaves. Door closes. Leaving the six of you standing in this room with the fire crackling, well lit, little spread of simple foods, stairs that go up, stairs that go down. They're gone.
Do they leave the building, or do they just go upstairs or downstairs?
They left the building. They went out back out the door, out into the courtyard.
Okay. Interessante.
I'm going to go for just a couple minutes to kind of RP out whatever as you take all this in before we wrap.
Well, that was interesting.
I don't like that guy.
The door closes and just like Lysander like whips his head around. He's like, that guy's creepy as fuck. We should definitely take a watch. Because I do not entrust this person to like not turn us into whatever the fuck those things are outside.
Van Richten even pipes up. You see him. That was odd, even for the abbot. Something has changed with him. He seems more irritated, more. I don't know. Something. I could tell something was bothering him. Maybe it's just this missing person, but I don't know. That seemed odd even for him.
Very Brando on the island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah. Yeah. Sending us out to look for Feruza Bulk.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you trust him?
I've had
As far as I can throw him.
You're asking that to Van Richten?
Yeah.
I mean, we have. Esmeralda's had more time here with him. She spent a number of weeks in the Abbey resting from wounds once. I've spent a few nights here. I've spoken with him. I've had no reason not to trust him. I know he hates Strahd. I've never heard him speak about his intentions until tonight. That seemed interesting to me. It was clear to me he has no intention of killing Strahd, which is odd. It's been 3 months since I've seen, since I've been here. And I always got the impression his intention was to kill Strahd. So that is...
sounds like he did.
Strange. Yeah, well, yes. We've never spoken at length. He's never been that open.
Maybe he's... How long ago... Do we know how long ago that was that he essentially killed him?
He said,
was that
he
a
said
long time ago?
He said when he came here.
So, so that was what?
500 years ago, that's what he said.
So what has he been doing the whole time?
He's been here for 500 years. When did Argon Vostal take Gigaday?
Prior to Strahd being turned, so that was probably about 1,000 years ago.
And then Berez was destroyed when Strahd was active, right?
Yeah. That was probably 50. Ryan Richten can tell you that. That was about 100 years ago.
Sorry,
maybe his game plan has changed. If he's stuck here, maybe his goal isn't to. If he doesn't think he can kill him, maybe it's he wants to rule too. Every town we come to has got would-be rulers of some shape or size or shape wanting to take over.
The delusions of grandeur kind of run rampant here.
This weird. It's in the water, probably.
It might be more of a. Whereas Fiona was seeking power, it sounds like the issue here is he's essentially cut off from his deity. There's nothing holy here. He's trapped here. Might as well rule while he's here.
Well, that's an interesting idea, but there was a presence at the Velaki.
It was, but
sure, but not
he's not
here.
There. He's here.
But so we know that consecration is still possible here, regardless of whether or not it's currently taking place in this place. And where my brain is kind of going is if his goal isn't to attack Strahd, why is he trying to create an army?
Kill his Strahd's army. That's what he said. He wants to destroy Strahd's army and to control him. He said those words.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did say that.
Yes.
So,
which does not
what would cause
much from our own goals, but certainly not as final as I'd like to make it. Richten would say.
Well, I would also say it is a little concerning that as a ruler, he tends to turn his subjects into creatures that he then cages outside in the cold. So I don't know that we're trading one evil sovereign for a good one at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If that is his goal, which it sounds like it is.
I didn't get control from him, but certainly to control Strahd. Yes, I don't know if that means to rule or if just to keep Strahd quiet. It was unclear to me. I agree.
Is he the only person in the entirety of Barovia that thinks that they can control Strahd? Because every other person that we have talked to has said he cannot be controlled, he cannot be killed. You have to go through the recipe and the cookbook and make sure that you're following directions to a T. But we show up here to this guy who is living in a godless abbey, who seems to be godless himself. And he thinks that he can control Strahd.
I think we're seeing all of these people have pieces of the puzzle or pieces of a puzzle. They don't necessarily all know how they connect. He doesn't know, obviously, about the curse, or at least as much about it. He thinks it's all or nothing, kill Strahd or control him.
We could try to convince him with the book if we can make sense out of it.
Potentially.
We could try to.
Did you two
convince him? Yeah. Sorry, what were we going to say?
I was going to say, did you two find anything of interest way on the ride from Vallaki?
No, not much. We'll need more time. I would say, based on how far you guys made it, he would respond like, "I need like two good days, at least."
You could also use 2 good days of recovery. Look him up and down.
I could use more than that, but 2 days for sure, at least. Maybe less, maybe more, but a couple of days would go a long way. But perhaps once we understand the curse more, maybe we could convince him to join us in destroying Strahd once and for all, breaking the curse. Van Richten says with a little bit of hope to it. But what I fear, however, is what we're seeing here is a broken man. He's a celestial, but someone who's almost given up.
Yes, that is. I agree. That's what I was saying. That he's been trapped here for 500 years with no contact with, what drives him. His God, essentially.
Yes, I think you may be right, Kelsos. Do we help him?
We can try.
I don't want to, but if you guys say that that's the right path, then I will follow.
We can't afford any more enemies at this juncture. And if we can sway him back, he could be a powerful ally.
Indeed. He could be.
At the very least, if his troops are attacking Strahd, it would be a good diversion for us. So,
I do not disagree with. In this particular case, and you almost hear him like talking back about killing Tatiana. He doesn't say that, but he pretty much says, in this particular case, the torment that this place has gone through, the means certainly justify the end.
I think we're the bad guys. Thanks, Roderick.
We're not the bad guys.
No.
I gotta get going here, guys. So we'll let you go.
What's
that?
I gotta take off.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap here. It's actually a good spot to stop. So we will wrap there. Good timing. And we'll pick it up in 2 weeks as this conversation continues, and you guys decide what the next move is. Good night. And for those listening to Starfall will continue on Sunday for a pickup game. We will see you there.
Fuck yeah, it will.
Kevin asked for a pickup game. He got it. We'll see you then.